दिल नाले लारे नी तू लाउण वालीए दिल तेरा जदों टुटूगा तां पता लगूगा दिल नाले लारे नी तू लाउण वालीए दिल तेरा जदों टुटूगा तां टुटे दिल नूं सांभी फिरदे की फायदा मुटियारे नी 12 साल जियां चराइयां छड्डे तक हज़ारे हर साह नाल याद तैनूं करदे रहे कोई साडे वांग करूगा तां पता लगूगा दिल नाले लारे नी तू लाउण वालीए दिल तेरा जदों टुटूगा तां मेरे दिल नाले लारे नी तू लाउण वालीए दिल तेरा जदों टुटूगा तां पता लगूगा दिल नाले लारे नी तू लाउण वालीए दिल तेरा जदों टुटूगा तां कहंदी हुंदी सी चल तकरा बना दे तारे ने पसंद मैनू हेठां सहारे ला दे उन्हां तारियां दे विच जदों मैनू वेखेगी मेरी याद जदों आऊगी तां पता लगूगा तेरे नाल लारे नी तू लाउण वालीए दिल तेरा जदों टुटूगा तां पता लगूगा तेरे नाल लारे नी तू लाउण वालीए दिल तेरा जदों टुटूगा तां पता लगूगा दिल नाल लारे नी तू लाउण वालीए दिल तेरा जदों टुटूगा दास ना आया तैनू नी जो दिल दा महल बनाया सी तोड़ के मोती फुल्लां दे उस महल च बूटा लाया सी नी जिवें सानू छड्ड गईयां नी तू अल्लड़े जदों तैनू कोई छड्डूगा तां ओ जिवें सानू छड्ड गईयां नी तू अल्लड़े जदों तैनू कोई छड्डूगा तां पता लगूगा दिल नाले लारे नी तू लाउण वालीए दिल तेरा जदों टुटूगा तां पता लगूगा दिल नाले लारे नी तू लाउण वालीए दिल तेरा जदों टुटूगा तां पता लगूगा इश्के दे राहां विच रुड़ के रह गए हां लोकां दित्ते ताने मेरे हस के सह गए हां इश्के दे राहां विच रुड़ के रह गए हां लोकां दित्ते ताने मेरे हस के सह गए हां साडे प्यार नूं तू पैरां थल्ले रोड़दी रही जज्बात जदों रुड़े उदों पता लगूगा तेरे नाल लारे नी तू लाउण वालीए दिल तेरा जदों टुटूगा तां पता लगूगा तेरे नाल लारे नी तू लाउण वालीए दिल तेरा जदों टुटूगा तां पता लगूगा
हेलो दोस्तों, मेरा नाम है कुशल महाजन। आज हम लोग फिर से आ गए एक और नई स्ट्रीम के साथ। भाई लोग वेलकम। हेलो 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 ट्रूस्टॉन गेमिंग भाई, हेलो स्नेह, हेलो रिया, हेलो अभिनव बीजेएमआई, हेलो एमके गेमिंग, क्या हाल है? हेलो ऋषि चौहान भाई, डर बिग फैन, ये क्या है? हेलो स्नेह भाई, हेलो अंशुल कुमार, हेलो रिया सर। आज तो रिप्लाई आ दे दो। अरे ऋषि भाई, मैं तो सबको रिप्लाई करता हूँ यार, क्या बात कर रहे हो यार, तुम बताओ यार दोस्त। गाइस आज है सेकंड मैच ओजी वर्सेस स्कार्स। तो आज भी हम लोग सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं गाइस अपनी इंडियन टीम ओजी को। आप लोग भी सपोर्ट करें, चैट में जाएं, दिल विल बरसाएं, ओजी करें। आज ओजी जीतने वाली है, मेरे को एकदम फुल 100% अंदर से वो लग रहा है। क्या लग रहा है? उसको क्या बोलते हैं? अब उसको क्या बोलते हैं? उसको क्या बोलते हैं? विश्वास। सेटअप में लाइट अभी ऐसे अच्छा लग रहा है ना, पीछे जो मैंने लाइट जलाई है इससे थोड़ा ऐसा ब्राइटनेस सा लग रहा है, मेरे को थोड़ा सही लगा। सही लग रहा है स्नेह भाई, बताओ। नहीं लग रहा तो बताओ, बंद कर देंगे। ऐसे अच्छा लग रहा है मेरे हिसाब से। थोड़ा ऐसे बहुत अंधेरा अंधेरा लगता है पीछे, लेकिन ठीक है, ये चला सकते हैं इससे काम। अजीब लग रहा हो तो बता दो, बंद कर देंगे। अगर सही लग रहा है तो बता दो। ऋषि भाई व्हाट इज एब्स। हेलो हेलो भाई, मेरी आवाज सही है भाई? कल तो पता नहीं क्या घटिया आवाज आ रही थी, किसी ने बताया भी नहीं मेरे को। हाँ मस्त लग रहा, मस्त लग रहा है। ठीक है, चालू रखेंगे यार फिर इसे। मेरी आवाज सही आ रही है ना आज? ये बेकार आ रही है? अरे नॉइस गाइस, अभी सही आ रही कि पहले अच्छी आ रही थी? अच्छा लग रहा, अच्छा लग रहा है। थैंक यू सो मच यार। आइए गाइस, 5 मिनट में वॉच पार्टी स्टार्ट होने वाली है। हाँ 5 मिनट में गाइस दूसरा मैच स्टार्ट होने वाला है। अभी इनका हुआ है बॉन्ग वर्सेस डीके का। बॉन्ग जीत गई भाई 2-0। बाथरूम का डोर लग रहा है, बाथरूम का डोर लग रहा है। अबे इतना सेक्सी डोर है तुम। छी यार स्नेह भाई यार, तुम मतलब यार मेरी चॉइस को तुम बाथरूम का दरवाजा बता दिए भाई। इतना ढूंढ के मैं लाया था सर भाई का, तुम्हें पता है? तुम बता रहे हो बाथरूम का डोर लग रहा है भाई। कितना मैंने ढूंढा है ये ना डोर का, ये डिजाइन ढूंढने में कि इस कलर का मिले भाई, ग्रे ब्लैक। और तुम कह रहे हो बाथरूम का डोर लग रहा है। इंट्रो में एक्सक्यूजेस। अबे हाँ भाई बढ़िया है भाई, ग्रवेरो भाई का था बिना कॉपीराइट वाला। गाइस तुम्हें पता है आज मेरे वैलोरेंट में क्या है? तुम्हें पता है आज मेरे वैलोरेंट में क्या है? वो दिखाता हूँ। खोल देते हैं भाई, फटाफट खोल देते हैं। पता चला कल 5:30 बजे तक याद ही नहीं रहा मेरे को। तो अबे इतना सुंदर है यार ये। अच्छा ऐसे दिख नहीं रहोगे यार, ये वेबकैम में थोड़ा सा बीटी आता है, बट भाई लेजिट बहुत प्यारा है। मजाक छट के बता रहा हूँ। रुको बे, डिस्प्ले कैप्चर करने दो। देखो लॉर्डो क्या आया है। अबे लॉर्डो रिवर वैंडल आई है वे, रिवर वैंडल आई है भाई मेरे उसमें। भाई मैं लेजिट बता रहा हूँ, जिस दिन से खेलना चालू किया ना, खेलना तो आता भी नहीं था तब, अभी भी इतना नहीं आता, बट भाई रिवर वैंडल बस चाहता था कि एक बार आ जाए स्टोर में, एक बार आ जाए। और मेरे पास लेजिट आज पैसे नहीं थे। मैं अपने उस पे गया ग्रो ऐप पे, मैंने देखा ओ माय गॉड इस पे तो हमने ट्रेडिंग करके सब उड़ा दिया। फिर उसके बाद मुझे याद आया कॉइन BCX मैंने ले रखा था, बिटकॉइन, मतलब पूरा एक नहीं प्रॉपर, थोड़े पैसों का लिया हुआ था। मैं कहा दिस इज राइट टाइम। वो मैंने बिटकॉइन बेच दिया और मैंने इसमें थोड़े पैसे ऐड कर दिए, बाकी मैंने रख लिए। तो आज गाइस वो इन्वेस्ट करा हुआ पैसा मुझे रिवर वैंडल लेने में काम आ गया, वरना आज मैं नहीं ले पाता। लेकिन मेरा बहुत लॉस चल रहा था यार उस बिटकॉइन में, कितना 16-17 हज़ार माइनस चल रहा था वो। लेकिन ठीक है कोई नहीं, अब वो उतने लेवल पे कब जाएगा हमें नहीं पता। लेकिन गाइस रिवर वैंडल यार BTC है अच्छी चीज़, लेकिन हाँ हम लोग ये इसके लिए ले सकते थे। वापस इन्वेस्ट कर देंगे जब आएगा। ओहो हो। आइए गाइस रिवर वैंडल खोलते हैं भाई, मेरी फेवरेट है भाई, वन ऑफ माय फेवरेट वैंडल। आय हाय क्या ही लग रही हो। रुको बे, कलेक्शन रिवर वैंडल का है, अपग्रेड करो बे इसको पहले, और अपग्रेड करो और अपग्रेड करो। आय हाय आय हाय, यही वाला कलर चाहिए था भाई। इक्विप, लेट्स फकिंग गो भाई, यो लेट्स फकिंग गो। कितनी देर में मैच स्टार्ट हो रहा? अभी 1 मिनट है गाइस। आओ एक डेथ मैच खेल लिया जाए तब तक। आओ बे एक डेथ मैच में चला जाए, थोड़ा पेलम पिलाई करी जाए ऋषि भाई। ओह माय गॉड, वेरी सेक्सी स्किन गाइस, वेरी सेक्सी स्किन। बहुत टाइम वेट किया भाई मैंने रिवर वैंडल के लिए। 3-4 महीने से तो डेस्परेटली रुका हुआ कि भाई स्टोर में आ जाए बस, क्योंकि इसकी आवाज जो है टन 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 टन, ओए होए टन 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 टन, ओए होए टन 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 टन, क्या ही बताऊं। शाउट आउट प्लीज XY स्नेह भाई। यार शाउट आउट लेके क्या करोगे बे, तुम स्ट्रीम पे आ रहे हो, मेरी इतना अच्छा लग रहा है मेरे को, तुम भाई हो, आप फैमिली है हमारी। कैसे बोलता हूँ। अबे वैंडल आओ बे, आय हाय आय हाय, आओ बे मारे जरा, आपसे सेक्सी थोड़ी। अबे वो चीज अलग है, लेकिन भाई रिवर वैंडल कंचाट चीज है बे एकदम। आहा भाई, अबे अरे भाई रिवर आ गई मेरे पे, रिवर आ गई लेकिन स्किल्स नहीं आएगा इस, कोई दिक्कत वाली बात नहीं है। लाइक करें फटाफट से। अरे व्हाट द हेल, अरे वैलो चल रहा है वॉच पार्टी, बस 1 मिनट में मैच स्टार्ट हो रहा है भाई, उसके बाद लगाता हूँ। तब तक ये रिवर वैंडल आई थी, चला के देख रहा हूँ। आहा यही तो चाहिए था। माँ की आंख 44 मेरा। कोई नहीं गाइस, कोई नहीं, रिवर वैंडल आ चुकी है, हम लोग बहुत खुश हैं इस बात को लेके। आओ गाइस स्टार्ट करते हैं अपन वॉच पार्टी। रुको इंस्टाग्राम पे पहले स्टोरी डाल दूं फटाफट से। रासनाया तेनू नी जो दिल दा वैल बढ़ाया सी, व्हाट द फक। ये चमत्कार कैसे? अबे आनंद भाई आज ही आइए, पता है भाई मैं क्या बताऊं तुम्हें, मैं तो ऐसे नहीं था बिटकॉइन बेच के लिया मैंने, इतना तगड़ा लगा भाई। मैं कहा गुड मॉर्निंग हो गई वे। वेलो भाई फेवरेट पीसी है GTA 5 ऑल्सो। यार देखो अभी तो थोड़ा शेड्यूल मेरा सही हो रहा है, देखो सुबह सुबह अपन स्ट्रीम कर पा रहे, बस अभी धीरे से रात में भी कर देंगे। आ जाओ गाइस, एक से स्टोरी डाल दो इंस्टाग्राम पे फटाफट से। पे क्या स्मार्ट लग रहा हूं यार मैं। गाइस वी आर लाइव ऑन YouTube और आज हम लोग कर रहे हैं VCT पैसिफिक की वॉच पार्टी। वी आर सपोर्टिंग ओजी, तो जल्दी से आओ गाइस, आप लोग भी आके सपोर्ट करो, फटाफट से लिंक पे क्लिक करो और स्ट्रीम को ज्वाइन करो। आ जाओ। रुको बे, कितना बढ़िया बोला आज मैंने, मजा आ गया मुझे सुन के। यार ये कोई अच्छा फिल्टर विल्टर नहीं है क्या? रुको लिंक डाल दूंगा, एक सेकंड दे दो बस, जस्ट अ सेकंड। माँ की आग लिंक ही खो गई। गाइस मैच स्टार्ट होने वाला, तैयार हो जाओ, कुर्सी की पेटी बांध लो। 1 मिनट रुको, मैं लिंक डाल दूं बस, उसके बाद तुम लोग पेटी पोटा सब बांध लेना। पेस्ट लिंक। अबे ये क्या क्या दे देते हैं लोग भाई। के की जगह मैं एल डाल दूंगा। कभी कभी लगता है अपन से गवार कोई है ही नहीं। अबे ये भाई व्हाट द हेल, मैंने स्टोरी बनाई और मैंने इंस्टाग्राम एक सिंगल बंद किया, हटाया भी नहीं, प्रॉपर स्टोरी चली गई। रुको गाइस फिर से बनानी पड़ेगी। इतने अच्छे तरीके से बोला था यार, मेरे को लग ही रहा था मैं दोबारा नहीं बोल पाऊंगा। गाइस हम लोग कर रहे हैं वॉच पार्टी ऑफ VCT पैसिफिक। वी आर सपोर्टिंग ओजी, तो जल्दी से लिंक पे क्लिक करो और आके आप लोग भी सपोर्ट करो, जल्दी से। पिछली बार ज्यादा अच्छा बोला था यार, रुको एक और टेक लेते यार। गाइस वी आर लाइव ऑन YouTube, वी आर डूइंग VCT। अरे मां की आंख फूल। गाइस वी आर लाइव ऑन YouTube और आज हम लोग कर रहे हैं VCT पैसिफिक की वॉच पार्टी। वी आर सपोर्टिंग Orangutan, सब फटाफट से लिंक पे क्लिक करो और स्ट्रीम को ज्वाइन करो। आ जाओ। माफ करेंगे इस थोड़ा सा यार, ये आज मैं लड़खड़ा गया बे, वैसे नहीं लड़खड़ाता। रीटेक हाँ यार। ओके लेट्स गो।
where you have teams that will usually have like a Jet mainstay, right? You're always going to have that one person on Jet, and that's mainly Raw-Fuel. Unlike where we saw 4 Fancy Physio only on the Viper, right? So this is a more common dynamic when it comes to Valorant.
Yeah, for sure. And look, I feel like Antidote called an immaculate game yesterday, keeping it as close as possible and keeping all the Bleed fans on their toes. But of course, we have to talk about these individuals. You got to remember Scarz. They have Gem King, and he is at the top of the stats individually after polishing Bonkers the other day. So all eyes on him, all eyes on a couple of the other individuals. Alan as well, a name that springs to mind. Kushal, the IGL, calling up a storm for one game, but can he do it again?
And that's going to be one of the biggest things, isn't it? Because Kushal and Jemkin really lead this team. A lot of their wins are contributed when those two are the big performers. Again, you add the IGL on towards Kushal, more pressure. But one of the things that we're noticing as well is there's a little bit of a slip from them in a couple of rounds that Bonkers were able to get, right? Alan not into the party. When he gets into the mix as well, I mean, do you even need Toroneko and Yoshi at that point? It's just super scary.
Yeah, look, I already shouted out Gem King for being that top of the stats, but you're looking down in 4th place. Alan's there, Kushal in 5th place. So far, 3 of the top 5 performers of Ascension Pacific are in this squad. So we might see those stats definitely shift out a little bit, you know, get a bit of an aggregate.
I would say it's a little bit skewed because of how convincing they were against Bonkers as well, right? All of the other games, when they're getting close, 3 mappers near your overtimes, you have more rounds of play to keep that consistency. So I think that's where you look at, you know, on a graph.
Yes, sir. Ekdam sahi baat. Let's go, let's go.
38 rounds played. Yeah. As opposed to, this is what I was saying the other day. I'll show you for one team, of course, 111 rounds played at the moment. You know, there's there's
भाई
a
प्राइस पूल
specific
इसका पता है
difference
कितना
in the
ज्यादा है?
amount of Valorant some of these teams have played so far.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's exciting, right? Because you get to play against all the other teams in your group. There's the chance to play a lot, but there's also going to be that chance to be very dominating. And currently, Scarz is in that latter topic, right? Because they've got a dominating game. We haven't seen really another team who has
अबे
been
अयान भाई आ जाएगी अभी कोई दिक्कत वाली बात नहीं है लड़की हूँ सर अरे कैसी है लड़की
surprised by it, right? When they played up against Bonkers, they had a whole bunch of strats that we just didn't expect to come out.
Guys, देख रहे हो stats वेट्स आज सब बना के आए हैं आज एकदम भयंकर गेम प्ले दिखने वाला है रॉफिल भाई देख रहे हो
Scarz decided, hey, what are we doing? Let's just play our game. As soon as they played their game, they just, shook off the nerves. They played the best game of Valorant we've seen so far here in Ascension Pacific. And look, head-to-head, Gem Keen up against Raw Fuel. Why we pick these ones?
The dualisty boys, the ones that are going to get all of the frags. That's, I think, the main reason why these guys are to be highlighted here as well. Great stats, great impact, a lot of rounds played for Raw Fuel as well to keep that consistency ongoing. So
I'm back to remember Alona, भाई क्या हाल है कल भी तो थे
one of the
तुम
things, again, that kind of surprised a lot of people, right, was the fact that Orangutan got so close in their previous series. A map of overtime, the win coming through from that. The opposite on the spectrum is that for Scarz, they had it very cleanly. So sometimes it does make sense when you win a game because of absolutely every single one of their shots. I guess you disregard the first 5 rounds that Bonkers got fined for the very big opening, but apart from that, I mean, Gem Keen was just an unstoppable force.
Yeah, 100%. And look, I'm looking at Crystal, I'm looking at Alan, I'm looking at them to try to really pull this one together. Gem Keen, you've already spoken about. I think it's so easy to speak about him because he is the top performer here, and all eyes, every single one about.
Hello, buddy. Hello, Devinder bhai. What's up?
See if he can back it up against this South Asian talent that is Orangutan.
Hello, buddy. Hello,
and
hello.
Look, it's time for us to put our money where our mouths are. Conk and I got our predictions correct for the first game of the day, but we are split again. And I'm going with South Asia. I'm going with the Filipino-Indian mix. I just loved the synergy that this team has. Every time I've seen them walking around backstage, they're just having a great time.
Can I justify why I went plus though in a fun way?
Yeah.
Like earlier.
Yeah, because when I pick Bonkers at home and they lose. So I picked them the other day and they lost. I don't pick them here and they win.
And everyone at home is thanking you greatly.
Yeah, correct.
Right now. But look, so you pick Scarz. I'm going to get mine right.
I don't know on that one. Look, and I think it's because I just like the way Scarz play a little bit more than Orangutan. I was more impressed by their cleanliness in the way they approach their rounds as well. And just the ability to quickly understand, like so quick on what they need to be doing if they are in a disadvantageous position.
Yeah, I just love the fact that Orangutan, they're not scared to make those individual plays. That might have cost them the series the other day in certain aspects. But when they want to and when they're feeling it and when they're happy and they're looking happy up there, again, they're looking like they're having a great time up on the stage, that is when they perform. So I'm hoping that they can take it to the Japanese team of Scarz.
The thing about the Orangutan roster, they mentioned in the interview at the very start of the game, they were saying that the friendship is the reason why they do so well. So
analysts है सब बता रहे हैं उन्होंने जो एनालिस्ट कर रहा है कास्टर है
look at what maps we're going to be playing.
पीछे फिक्स हो रहा है सब कुछ अपना अपना सब सेंसी बैठा रहे हैं क्रॉसहेयर रख रहे हैं अभी लैग क्यों हो रहा है भाई ट्विच में क्या क्वालिटी आती है यार लेकिन स्ट्रीम की गाइस मैं ट्विच में स्ट्रीम करूंगा ना तुम लोग देखना एक बार क्वालिटी का डिफरेंस देखना तुम लोग कहोगे भाई ये क्या है मतलब ये है क्या रात को आया करो तुम पबजी में ऋषभ के साथ यार उन लोग का स्क्वाड फुल रहता है यार हमेशा बहुत रेयर चांसेस होते कभी स्लॉट होता है लेकिन जब होता है तब खिला लेते हैं वो लोग मजा आती है भाई 360 हर्ट्ज का मॉनिटर है बे ये तो मुझे भी चाहिए यार ये वाला मॉनिटर तो एक मैं भी डिजर्व करता हूँ है कि नहीं गाइस भाई आज की टीम ब्लीड जितनी स्ट्रांग है क्या अलोनर भाई अब ये तो आज पता चलेगा स्कार का एक पहले मैच हुआ स्कार उसमें जीती थी हारी थी मेरे को पता नहीं बट इन लोग का भी सबसे पहला मैच इनका ही था शायद और ये लोग हारे थे जहां तक मेरे ख्याल से चेक नहीं किया मैंने बट भाई ओजी इज अ वेरी गुड टीम ब्रो कल शायद हाथ गर्म कर लिया भाई आज फेलेंगे वो लोग 1080p पे चल रहा है चला रहे हो क्या वैल्यू हाँ मैं स्ट्रीम तो उनकी 1080p पे देख रहा हूँ मैं मतलब चीज अभी तुम लोग को वो डिफरेंस दिख जाएगा मतलब YouTube पे क्वालिटी स्ट्रीम की जो आती है ना वो थोड़ी अलग है और ट्विच पे बहुत मैसिव लेवल की क्वालिटी आती है मतलब बहुत सुंदर क्वालिटी आती है भाई मजाक चलते बता भाई ये तो ऐसा लग रहा है मछली बेचने वाला एकदम
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to VCT Ascension Pacific.
Let's go.
Sorry about that one. We're going to discuss maps. We're not going to figure them out just yet. So, Dion, you have the source, you have the extraction.
Yeah,
you
I
are
think
the
I do.
extractor.
I think I do, but it's a fun one because both teams have the general same insta-ban, Lotus. Both of them not wanting to play it since it's really come out. So that kind of puts a little bit more importance on who gets Team A in this veto, who gets to do the ban, because do they choose to make sure Lotus isn't played and not kind of float the idea of a new Lotus from their opponents, or do they ban it and then leave a potential strong map of theirs to be banned?
I don't know which way this one's going. I feel like this might finally be that first series where we get a little bit of Haven in there too.
Let's go.
Because both teams have it as one of their stronger maps. It's more on the side of strength of their opponents. Or do they ban it and then leave a potential strong map of theirs as well, where for Scarz...
अबे एक सेकंड, ये क्या हुआ? मेरी आवाज सही आ रही है.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the amount of reps we're seeing from Scarz. Like Haven, I'm loving when they do bring that breach in. You know, that when I watched them in the VOD from the grand final before we got here, they didn't look like that aggressive of a team. But what we got the other day was just them with no holds barred, just feeling themselves extremely confident and just going for those early aggressive defensive plays, and Bonkers were not ready for it at all.
No, I think like just the fact that Bind was strong for both of these teams, you know, there's always the potential of that. That was the map that Orangutan won in overtime, right? So, removing Pearl, getting through this, you know, there's obviously, again, mentioned the Haven that can potentially be there, the Lotus that can be taken out. So, yeah, it is really one where you mentioned fun because God knows what's going to come through.
I wouldn't be surprised if our picks were a Haven and Ascent here. I think if you don't have to ban Lotus, if Scarz get to ban first and they ban Lotus, I think it's a no-brainer on what you're banning against them if you are Orangutan. It's probably Fracture.
Okay, so you think we're going to go to the trifecta, you know, go back to some of those maps that were in the pool initially, the old split leftover maybe?
I would like a Haven, Ascent, and then as the decider, I would like a Bind. I don't think that it's going to be in... I prefer Split in this series. I think it would be funner. It makes more sense to be Bind.
We do like fun.
It makes more sense to be Bind, though. Are we sensical today?
Yeah, I think so. Well, no, I think chaos comes out of both these regions, right? Yeah. You never really kind of know. Been a long-term Laz fan, so, you know, always got the eye on the Japanese scene, and the Indian scene has just so much... Everyone wants to fight the good fight, right? You know, everyone wants to get aggressive, everyone wants to take those jewels, and, you know, you've got Rawfield at the helm of that. But obviously, you know, bringing in the two Russian imports into Scarz has seemed to bring a level of control back in. But, you know, Jem Keen, the way he was playing Reina yesterday, or the day before, rather, I just got no idea.
Mumbai में क्या? नहीं ये थाईलैंड में हो रहा है bro match.
I don't want to think about it.
अमन को जानते हो.
It was great, you know, I'm sure everyone in Japan that was watching along were having AS.
There were like 20k viewers at 3 in the morning or 4 in the morning or something like that. The Japanese fans are built this. On a weekday. School night.
What day of the week is it anymore?
I don't know.
I just know it's day 3 of Ascension Pacific.
Exactly, that's all that matters.
I'm not too worried about what
भाई दोनों ने same shirt पहनी है.
Because I'm not leaving the hotel. And look, it is time for us to have a quick look at what maps we are going to be playing.
यार ये भैया कहीं देखे लग रहे हैं यार. कोई सी तो मूवी में देखा है.
For match 2 map draft, we're going to go ahead and start things off. Orangutan, you are A side, so you have first ban.
Ban Lotus.
Ban Lotus. Scarz, your ban.
Ban Haven.
Ban Haven.
Oh bhai.
And then first pick
Lotus or Haven to ban.
Pick Ascent.
Pick Ascent. Sides.
Start defense.
Start defense. Scarz, your map pick.
You pick Fracture.
Yeah, you pick Fracture. And then side select for Orangutan.
Defense.
Defense. All right, we have 3 bans remaining. 3 maps remaining, 2 bans left. Bind, Pearl, Split. OG, your first ban.
Ban Bind.
Ban Bind.
Bind.
And final ban Scarz, Pearl, Split. Ban Split, play Pearl.
Yep.
And then side select Orangutan.
Defense.
Defense. All right, quick review. Lotus ban, Haven ban. First pick is Ascent. Defense for Scarz. Scarz picks Fracture. Defense for Orangutan. Ban Bind, Split ban, final map Pearl, defense for Orangutan. All right, cool. Best of luck to both teams.
ये आरवी के भाई ये अबे ये भाई भी कहीं पिक्चर में देखे हुए लग रहे हैं यार जेमकिन भाई ये अजीज अबे मेरे को लग रहा है सारे एक्टर्स खेल ले कोई सी मूवीज में देखा मैंने एटीदा देखा प्रेयर इज मस्ट गाइस प्रेयर इज मस्ट रॉफिल भाई ले तेरी ऐस की डैड ले अभी देख रहा लेफ्ट हैंड से करेंगे अबे इस बात नहीं किया अबे पैर से करते थे यार गाइस चैट में ओजी ओपी हो जाए भाई कस के लौंडे है तैयार कैमरा ऊपर करो मतलब डॉक्टर भाई ये
I am excited
भाई
to
ओजी
see what the
एमसी के
doctor
लिए
has
अभी भी
been
क्वालिफाई कर सकती है कि हाँ कर
for the
सकती
rest
है
of the team today, and we'll
अभी तो
see
कल तो उनका
how
पहला ही
this
मैप
whole
हुआ है
series plays out.
कल तो
But
पहले ही
look,
मैच
we got
होगा
those map picks coming through. We've got Ascent to kick things off.
अभी देखो guys रिचुअल होएगा
series and Pearl to round out this best of 3. I'm excited because Ascent is an interesting one for both of these teams. Orangutan, you know, they're pretty aggressive on it. We saw that the other day. And Scarz as well.
Let's go.
We know that things haven't been going well for them recently on Ascent.
The thing is, though, we
Wi-Fi
had a
के
feeling
वायर
that Ascent
को-
was going to be in this, right? And
Wi-Fi के वायर को मंजन समझ लिया उन
band to come
हैं?
through. They've actually
चैटी
decided
अड़
to go
गई।
with Haven and
Stats
play Fracture.
नहीं
so
दिखाता।
that is,
Stats नहीं दिखता।
allowing
अच्छा,
Scarz
कैमरा
to pick a
ऊपर
map
कर
that
दूं।
they
ओके,
have
ओके, ये
already
कह रहे हो,
proved
समझ
that they
गया।
are good on
कर दिया,
here
कर दिया।
in this tournament, right? The win against
कर दिया, कर दिया,
Bonkers
कर
on
दिया।
that one was nuts. A very clean 13.
Let's go.
And then for the final decider, Pearl is an interesting one. They don't want bind or split, and they're going into that. So I think in terms of history, you're probably looking towards a little bit more of a veto likeness for Scarz, but I mean, when it does come to
भाई
Pearl as well,
दोनों
Phoenix
टीमें
is
हैं
to
तो
be
तगड़ी
floated as
मजा आएगा
agent picks in that
भाई
one.
यार आज
There's
ओजी
a couple of different
2-0
agent
कर दे
lineups
मजा
that
आएगा
Orangutan have comfortably played for a very long
Stats
time
नहीं
as
दिखते
well.
ऊपर right
So
हाँ कर दिया
they could be running in either the fake KO or the Phoenix Sky
अबे यार
if we
ये
get there, and that's a big if because right now we are
Gen Z,
starting a little bit
क्या नाम है
early
उनका?
on Ascent, as you were saying, and
उनका नाम क्या था
what are we saying about this proposition again?
जेमकिन भाई को
If
ऐसा नहीं लग रहा कोई
you
मूवी
don't pick it, it's silly.
Yeah, we're saying if you don't pick it, you...
ये
Actually,
क्या
I was
था
going to say if you do pick it, you're boring. But look, it's fine. It's fine. It's not all about
भाई
being
देख रहे हो
creative,
कैमरा
you know,
वैमरा एकदम
sticking to the
भयंकर
meta,
सिस्टम
and it's all
स्कार
about
विल
who's
विन
gonna execute it better, right?
Yeah.
That's what we need to focus on here. You got Alan, of course, moving on to the KO, one of the top performers so far from Scarz.
हेयर कट नहीं हेयर कट आज है आज हेयर कट होएगा
Got a bit of
आज
entering to do.
कटेगा
Keen to see exactly how he plays the jet. We've seen some very creative entry pathing from a few jets so far, and we've got an Ascent in a lot of these series.
रॉफिल भाई
Generic, I guess, but it's just because it's so important to make
Guys,
sure
कभी भी
that
notice
doesn't
करना
occur.
पता है?
It's just about obviously how well it's been
जब भी
used, how
जीतते
well
ना
the
राउंड
map
तो सब
control
लोग फिस्ट
looks
बम देते
Komodo,
हैं
and
रॉफिल भाई कभी अपने
overall,
माउस स्टार्ट नहीं उठाते हमेशा कीबोर्ड वाला
It's a
उठाते हैं
crazy sort of
ऐसे
thought
देते हैं
in my mind about how far that this one can go.
Notice
And like
करना ये
with
चीज़।
Pearl being the decider, it is
कभी माउस से हाथ नहीं
anything
उठाते
can occur from these two teams.
क्योंकि
and this is
momentum
what I was
बना होता है,
looking at,
momentum नहीं
even
छूटना
more
चाहिए।
so above Bonkers versus D plus Gear, because I thought that was going to be a whitewash.
Yeah, well, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Although,
Like-
if you look at it the other way, a whitewash from Bonkers.
I was
Because they
still-
won 2-0.
It was still tight.
That's insane. But no,
Let's go.
yeah, playing into the meta, not a bad idea, of course. Teams
पहला
have
मैच
tried
ऐसे
to
के
change
क्या
their
हाल है
lineup,
अर्शु
but
भाई एक
Ascent
नंबर
have
तुम
just
बताओ
been
तुम्हारे क्या हाल
taken
है
down very convincingly. So
Yeah.
it's going to be who is better on both sides here. And I'm looking over
यार ये
as well.
चीज़ क्या है
Remember,
कल तक
we've
समझ
got
ही नहीं आ रही है
Kushal and Aziz, players right now that are not playing on the duelists, but are very capable of doing so. So will that actually change and maybe be better over on the side of Aziz because KO pseudo entry instead of like a raise?
Yeah.
You could theorize something there.
100%.
Oh,
You know, we saw him
Scarz.
play it the other day, and it looked pretty good. But you just got me saying Aziz, bruh. I just had to throw
I'm
that
going
one
to
in
get
there.
stuck with it.
भाई वो क्या है वो क्या
At
है
some
उसमें
point.
कुछ है
It's
क्या
going to break me.
And if you
अबे
don't
वो
know,
किसी
you
को पता है वो
definitely
क्या
have to
दबा
check
रहे हैं
that,
लोग
for the rest of
कल से
Asia.
समझ नहीं आ रहा भाई ऋषि भाई देख रहे हो
Stay
कितना क्लोज
Myron
है
for the rest of
मॉनिटर
Asia.
Stay Myron. But yes, moving into Ascent, it's going to be a fun affair. I can't wait to see who is better out of these two teams because they both impressed us in different ways so far. I'd love to see Orangutan get a first win on the board and just make the group as interesting as possible.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tiebreakers will be a factor.
Do you think the veto changes your prediction whatsoever?
Not really.
No, I don't think so either. I think that it's a pretty level playing field again, very slightly over to Scarz, in my opinion, but there's definitely power for Orangutan.
Oh my god,
indeed. And look, Kushal going to be leading the charge, standing 8'9" as he walks out onto the stage. Let's see if he's going to be able to call another stellar game for Scarz and keep them the first undefeated team in the tournament.
Well, Mac, we will find out very, very soon. Ascent, it has been an interesting one in this competition so far. Not a massive amount of reps in the tournament just yet, but it does show that there is some exciting things that can occur with it. So now is the time to shine for both of these teams. Who is going to show themselves? Do we have Scarz going to a 2-0 lead, or do we have Orangutan forcing them to tie it up 1-1? Anything can happen in this group, as we know. Komodo, tell me all about it.
Tell you all about it. I'm just excited to get into another one where, you know, we don't actually have a bonkers, right? So we get to see something a little bit different yet again, which we're not really accustomed to. But this is looking very quick for Orangutan to beat.
Yeah, they're straight in there. Rawfield will be punished though. Torneko getting taken down very, very early on. Torneko actually finding a second here. Alan also another as well, but Antidote. All right, cheeky little response there. They do get the spot though. Crystal falling back now. Are they going to be able to find him? It's still touching. A tough line on the site though, Komodo.
Yeah, turret's available for RVK, but they need to get the plant, don't they? Both relatively low. Wallbang to come on out. It's all on RVK.
It's paper thin, and I'm not talking the caster here as RVK has to clutch out the 1v3 here. Yoshi looks to point out, but it's going to be him to take it. And that is Scarz solidifying their opening round here on Ascent in quite a strong fashion.
Yeah, not going to lie. A lot of kills, just making sure they're bunkering down over at that B side. A very rapid one from Orangutan. Just want to get out of the gates. Guns are swinging, and the shots were there. Don't get me wrong, but at the end of the day, when it's 3 versus 2, you need to try and get that plant, and the shots just connect through the wall. Makes things a little bit more difficult. So the pistol gathered by Scarz. They'll be able to get the guns out in the next, but with no plant, will we get a force up from Orangutan? Playing on the side of caution, not going to be going for that. Some early information to the Alpha side, and an early one from Rawfield.
That's going to be the one that we have to keep our eye on the entirety of this map. Komodo Rawfield just can click heads.
Absolutely. Speaking of, Alan, headshot, Tesseract for a trade. Things are getting dangerous.
Scary is the word that I was about to throw out. Torneko! Oh my god! Quick flick of the wrist, call him a trick shotter at this point. RVK though gets a response. How is this round back into a 2-on-2?
I don't know, but they can go over towards the B site where nobody currently is home. The alarm bot down mid is active, and the turret by position for Yoshi, I don't actually think it is available. That will be destroyed or pulled back. I'd actually love to see if it was pulled back from Yoshi, because into the B site, the plant can actually go down. Imagine if he pulled back the turret and it wasn't destroyed. He'll have that soon. For some info, they know that they're not mid-pizza yet. Remember, the alarm bot, it's been recalled too.
Two good markets in Bangkok. RVK looking to hunt out one of his own by taking that additional control. Now, rotation is going to start to come in. He's heard those footsteps of Torneko. Great shot from RVK. Now it's all on Yoshi. Has to split the wickets here and try to get in towards position. It's a great peek from Aziz. But will he be saying brah, or will he be winning the round? He'll be taking that one. Absolutely. Great result there from Orangutan, tying it up.
Pistols, remember, no force, no investment, a thrifty immediately. And a bit of a wake-up for Scarz as well.
Nice one, nice one, nice one.
Coming through from Orangutan. You cannot say that these pistols are not going to be potent. A 2 versus 2 scenario as well, but with these guns picked up, Aziz able to get the closer at the end, and they are happy. Friendship, laughter, those spirits. That's definitely going to propel Orangutan to keep comfortable in this series. Now, of course, they have the guns from winning that thrifty round. Can't say the same for Scarz.
GG Ninja bhai kya haal hai?
They main.
Guys, chat pe dauda sab ho ji.
Fragment. not going to do too much to them. They can feel
चलो भाई, सब पे
comfortable
full
in waiting
buy,
that out.
मजा
But
आएगा.
again, just look at the immediate rotations that Scarz are coming over with. I'll be keen to see if they do that in the gun rounds, because in a pistol, you want to try and get the stack. You want to try and maximize the lesser damage that those would generally put out.
Timing has heard the audio potentially as mid-top's been taken, but it's all going to be about Yoshi and the distance that he can make as Tesseract. He's ready. Very nicely done.
Bit of utility still, of course, Tesseract with the recon bolt. Use that a little bit later on. 50 seconds to go, though. The path is not going to be met with too much resistance unless we do see Yoshi peek in through the link.
That's an important member here already as RBK and Antidote will at least get 1 and 2 back. So it's on to Gemkeen. What a shot. So what's that? That's a dink.
Yep.
Through the wall, but it's Aziz. He's okay for now. It's going to be such a tough cross, Komodo. He misses the shot, but he does connect in the end. That's 3 for Gemkeen. He's on for the ace here, Komodo. Has to find it now, though. Aziz in position. Gemkeen, you are a monster already.
7 HP, Mitch.
Rising up. A gentle breeze will blow this man down, and is it going to be the crosshair? The timing, he's done it! Gemkeen! Rising above when he's got adversity in his face, and another one. Back-to-back round, a game of tug-of-war here, Komodo.
He's here. Why we see them in the head-to-heads, isn't it? When you think the pistols Orangutan can get the job done. Anything you can do, I can do better. And I, as an individual, because Gemkeen has got that one over the line. And we're in a similar sort of state that, you know, we would kind of see in the beginning of a game. You get a pistol, you get a second round, it shows you a bonus. This is a little bit delayed, but my oh my, Gemkeen, you've done something special there. Now into the 4th. Couple of Vandals for Orangutan, Sheriffs for the rest of them. It's a full house. But are they going to get the river right?
Oh, good response from Yoshi. Great start. It's about managing to string these 2 rounds together.
That's one of those rifles down, so Antidote had to pick that one up.
Made his way in here, Rawfield. Not a bad position, and Crystal does actually manage to slip below the door there, so it's broken it up. RBK will be able to get onto the side, but they're already moving in here quick. Tesseract finds another, but Yoshi does get a response, but that's RBK with that weapon that's been recovered here, Komodo.
Recon Bolt just gained for Crystal. He can send that in with a shock dart as well.
Tesseract still so far away, though. He's got a lot more work to do, because if Gemkeen does manage to take it, he's just not going to be able to do this retake. Nah, it's done.
Does he have some sort of weird lineup that he can shoot from there? Average Jonas-esque? I don't know. No. Apparently not. Doesn't matter. Gemkeen and Crystal to survive and get the round.
The second they got that info, just straight on the defuse. Easy pickings.
Yeah, absolutely. But the thing is, the plan actually gets done for Orangutan. In a normal round, if that was like a half-fire, it would look better for them come into the next round. But the problem is that they forced a little bit in that, right? So we're going to see players down onto the light shields, albeit they still have a big buy. They will have all of their weaponry. Maybe a little bit lighter in terms of some of the utilities, but you're always going to remember that if you are, you know, lacking some, make up for it somewhere else. So we'll see as it comes up. All of the utility is going to be there for Orangutan. So the right. My scary sort of thoughts right now, though, is that Gemkeen has an Operator and a Bladestorm. He's already been popping off. That ace, round, this just elevates his threat level.
Definitely.
Mid pe
Early walk in towards B main, Komodo, and I think it might be a quick one here. Get a little bit of utility out off the back of that lockdown.
Yep, and it can't be destroyed either. You have to respect it at this current point in time. RVK dropping that one, but are they going to be able to actually get into the site establish a plan? We know Scarz hate to play retake, remember?
And they look like they may very well get a wriggle on here. They're already in the market. They're already in defender's side spawn, so they are looking to get into it. Just how quickly Rawfield was able to get on towards the site, but here they go.
Yeah. Oh, Aziz, if he uses the null command, there's no abilities for Scarz.
Absolutely. The tailwind has been popped as Crystal able to find it. That is going to be as well some further utility coming out to try and lock them in. Tesseract has to find the timing, has to get the back. There it is. 1, 2, 3! Tesseract! What a spray down as Rawfield also to close the round. That's Orangutan, and that is timing to a T.
Absolutely. the power that these ultimates do present in this game, remember, they cannot be underestimated.
Let's
the
go,
difference there being, if Aziz doesn't pop the null command, you have to contend with possible dart from Kushal. You have to contend with anything informational that could be thrown your way at this site. And when you remove those abilities at that current point in time, better crosshair placement for Orangutan. A quick, good spray down too.
एकदम timing में मारा निकल
With the
गया.
economy not really built up too much for Scarz, they're teetering on the edge of a swing round right now. If they drop this one, we are met with 3-3. They'll have to take a bit of an eco. And that's the chance for Orangutan to take the lead.
Patience is a virtue here.
Blade Storm from Gem Keen. It's been taken down to 32 HP, but he still hits the headshot.
These just giving me flashbacks to the other night, of course. How well these blades have been utilized by some of these players across
Ascension Pacific.
As well. Remember, 4 ultimates available for Scarz. A judge lurking in the dark too for Torin Echo. Minute to go. A regroup from Orangutan over to A, and that's just the little soldier left to his own devices in RVK over at Cat.
Okay, he did manage to find the right timing there, Torin Echo, so he's going to sit inside it. There we go. 2 big kills with the judge there, and that's the spike drop just on the other side of that dark cover.
Yeah, it's about to fade too, so he has to get out of there.
Yeah.
Doesn't need to stay around, right? A 5 versus 2. You never win a 2 versus 5. You lose the 5 versus 2. We've seen that today.
We have indeed. But just the fact is, a level of hesitancy from Orangutan here. 20 seconds and they don't even look like they want to try and take the site. They might save.
Yeah, I mean, you've got an operator. If you can take that into the next round, it can be, you know, nicely placed in the hands of Raw Fuel, or if Antidote just wants to hold on to it, because the money situation is built up for Orangutan enough that they can get a pretty decent buy come the next round, right? It was for Scarz that the buy would have looked a little bit more awkward next. So you remove the blades to Gem Keen. He's going to have a gun in the next round. Is it going to be an operator, though? Because the hunt is on. RVK loses the Vandal. Antidote holds on to the op.
The paranoia was like a desperation play there to burn that, to just stay alive.
Yeah. But he does, and that's an important thing, right? Because it gives you a couple of bits and pieces to play with in the next round. That's how he got the kill. Nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Very nice.
भाई जेट DBS है भाई.
Okay.
यहाँ वैल्यू में DBS का काम
back and
करती है.
forward in the very beginning of this one, but is that going to be the steadying of the ship for Scarz or not? Because as I said, there is going to be enough money for Orangutan to be able to purchase into this round.
Buy तो है, buy है,
For a
सब
bit
पे
of a
buy.
link play, out clearing mid. You know that the
VVP buy, all good, आप बताओ, कैसे हो?
so it's a very common thing.
Let's go, Rafi buy, Pelo.
With his setup over towards B at the moment. Gem Keen is going to be there too. All Crystal's job to do at the moment is keep them entertained. As Scarz isn't getting information anywhere around the map, other than here in mid, you have to be prepared for B.
Yeah, absolutely. It's worked out for them so far. Orangutan a few times here. Yoshi will be able to destroy that Aldrome. But yeah, it's getting a little awkward here. Gem Keen able to find another. Raw Fuel will be dropped, but they're already up super close here. Yoshi finding another. It's on the line. Gem Keen. Oh, he's just making it look too bloody easy at this point, isn't he? At 3K. And that is a pretty rough position to be found in if you're Orangutan.
भयंकर चल रहा बे. आशीष भाई, welcome to the stream. कैसे हो? Hello वर्षा.
Scarz get too
हम बढ़िया रे. अरे बस. वंशी भाई बढ़िया ही रहो.
You gotta be dropping a pause.
आशीष भाई मैं भी देख रहा था. ओजी ने उसने चिकन निकाला भाई वाला गेम. मजा आ जाएगा. यहाँ भी निकाल देंगे भाई. और मजा आ जाएगी.
Maybe. Blade Storm is going to be available for
तगड़ा बे, तगड़ा सीन है भाई.
In a round like this, if you're going in with a bit of a half buy as well, you're going to have that Blade Storm. You're going to have
timeout remaining.
Back it up if they want to keep that one in play. Lighter shields, a bit of your utility. Might suggest you go in very quick. A couple of B pops from them ready to get in rapidly. With a lockdown, albeit a bit of a different change. So
अभी ये क्या है? अरे ये क्या है? अबे ये क्या है? जो भी है ये क्या है?
To keep doing the same thing, or if they mid explore first, or just straight into A. The world's their oyster in this one, but you know they just still don't have the big weaponry, right?
So we think about how close Orangutan was to taking out Bleed.
वो क्या है?
Scarz destroyed Bonkers.
Yes.
Bonkers.
वो चलेगा इधर आया. अरे क्या बात है? Thank you
rabbit hole.
It's like a well, a gravity well.
अभी सब दबा रहे हैं
around in a circle, but. I don't know. It's still such early days, of course. You know, defender side of Ascent, a little bit tougher.
किसी को पता है वो क्या है?
you know, many
Ashi
things
bhai, tumhe
can
pata
occur, but Orangutan need to
पसीना आ
get
रहा
a
है
wriggle
उनको
on a little bit more because
मुश्किल है
and what Scarz did to Bonkers was they worked him out quickly and they were able to continue the trend from there.
भाई महंगी चीज है
Funnily
कुछ
enough, Scarz
कैसे
actually
वर्षा पे
have
बहुत
a
अच्छा तुम
less
कैसे
than
हो
50% successful win rate on their defensive side this year so far for this map.
चलो
So if
भाई
they
ये
are
राउंड
able
हो
to
जाएगा
get the next
Let's
round,
go.
right? That
Let's
is the
go.
50%. That is the
क्या
pass
बता
mark in
ये भी बात सही
statistics.
यार क्या
We
ही
know on
बता
this map though right now, you're probably wanting to get a 7-5 half or an 8-4 if you possibly can. Gem Keen, operator,
अबे
gets the first
भाई
pick.
ये
If that
क्या
was
मार रहा
onto,
है
you know, Rawfield and the blades were popped, that would have felt a little bit sour.
क्या है
But
ताऊ जी
Aziz still has this Vandal, and now we're in 8. As I said,
Moving
quick.
very quick.
Let's go
Tornado
Rawfield भाई
punished by old
blades,
mate
man, the
Aziz.
blades.
It's just too
Let's go
easy
Rawfield
for
भाई
him, isn't
let's
it?
fucking go
Already making it work, but how quickly are they going to try and peek out of this dark cover, Komodo? Okay, they slow down.
They have to. Utility to be used to clear all of the corners. When you've got rifles stolen and the blades still from Rawfield, it just becomes difficult. Mitch.
Maybe it's doable though. Yoshi does manage to get a response here. Antidote's not exactly on the best line as well. Tesseract just a gentle breeze away from his demise, and he falls down exactly right. It is going to be Aziz though. Up inside heaven, he breaks through the glass. And a big 3K from the chat KO. There we have it. The pause for Orangutan, it works out, and they get a round back.
Distractions as well, playing on the site, right? Because
समझ गया
he's
आशीष भाई गॉट योर
running
हमें
the
कितने
tree
का
room
लगा
push-up's
रहे हो
not
भाई
heard, up towards the glass too.
जी
It's not
आशीष भाई
available to
यार
quickly get that when you saw that the operator had to be dropped to transition over to a rifle.
भाई रॉफिल भाई और अजीज आ रहे हैं फॉर्म में
So, bit unfortunate. A nice little spray down from Aziz to keep things interesting. A Blade Storm and a Vandal is essentially what they went into that round with. So, anything is workable. Now that op in the hands of Antidote.
चलो चलो चलो
Let's go, happens to be Antidote.
क्या ले रहे हैं भाई
outside the A
आन दो लाइक करोगे राइट फटाफट से डोंट फॉरगेट टू लाइक शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब आएगा बलवीर भाई आ चुके हैं कल के हमारे भाई बलवीर भाई क्या हाल है
position here as well. Looks like Antidote will look to jump across the
बहुत बढ़िया रॉफिल सॉरी चैट गलत सुन आगे भाई हमने समझ लिया तुम जो बोलना चाह रहे हो चेस तो रिलीज होता है मैंने एक्सपीरियंस किया मतलब मैंने किया नहीं मैंने सुना
Absolutely. So site will be secured.
अबे ये क्या था? अच्छा वो ड्रोन शॉट दिखा रहे थे मैंने कहा ये कौन सी एबिलिटी आ गई बे?
Going the way of Scarz, but with that no command pop, they're actually not going to be able to get out quick enough here, Komodo.
Nah, you're going to have to respect this defensive lockdown unless you've got your lineups from afar. Hang on a second.
Where's he going? Is that 2, 3?
3?
Yeah.
Did they miss comm for the destruction of it? I don't know. Defuse is already on though.
I can't cast this round.
I'll try.
Like it.
Antidote has an operator. Is he going to use it as a shotgun op? Nah, he's dead. Flawless.
That sucked.
There must have been some sort of miscommunication that the lockdown was going to be destroyed.
Yeah.
But maybe the null commands that Alan popped actually hit Tesseract and he didn't have his Hunter's Fury available.
That could be it.
Yeah, he was running all the way to the back of Gelato, right? So I probably think, and we didn't get to see that clearly, my theory is he's been, he's commed that he wants to Hunter's Fury and he will, but the null command's taken it out and the guys couldn't get.
Because the null command was popped short, right? So that must have happened. Yeah, it must have. All right. Well, it didn't suck then. It was just very, very good from Alan.
कॉलेज में तू क्या कर रहा है? बस बीकॉम के एग्जाम दिए भाई बीकॉम थर्ड ईयर के रिजल्ट आ जाए पास हो जाऊं उसके बाद निकल लूंगा पढ़ने और एमबीए उसके बाद आके दुकान पे बैठ जाऊंगा.
It can be certainly. Alrighty, Orangutan. More guns on this attacker's side. That's a flash that Rawfield doesn't feel comfortable in taking any shots on. Look at the focus though from Scarz in mid. Jemkin, I see one tap, I see a dash. Oi boy. He's continuing this rampage.
Rawfield wants to fire up though. Has to try and get something back, you know. Pull this one into play as Tesseract does exactly that.
Yeah, now the drone's clearing out tree room as well, so it is only Torneko at the A site by his lones himself. Again, this full focus from Scarz in through mid. Nobody on the B side itself, but you've got the safety and security of your turret still being available for first contact.
Rawfield's still here as well, not yet peaked. They're just being ever so patient here with 40 seconds left.
Yeah, Alarmbot, there's the info. Are we going to get any sneaky swing
Bhai,
and
kitna
Kushal
patience
that don't
dikha rahe hain sab
necessarily
log.
need to. And look at the timing on that dark cover to B main as well. As soon as
Hello,
RVK
Nikita.
wants to peek
Hey,
out
बीच में
from
नहीं
that
खेलते
at
तुम?
any point in time,
खेलता
the
हूँ यार.
turret will spot
कोई
him.
साथ में खेलने
Molly's
वाला ही
gonna
नहीं
be
होता,
off.
इसलिए खेलता ही
30
नहीं.
seconds? You
अंदर
can't
जाओ
get
अकेले
through that.
TDM
He's
खेलने
killing
पड़ते
this
हैं.
time. And the spike
फिर एंगल
against
खेलने
the
जाओ, कोई
Tesseract
बोलता ही
is
नहीं
5
है.
HP outside of B. He's the furthest away.
I think
No!
they're saving. I
don't know
don't
what's
really know
happening.
what's happening at this point in time. The second there was a level of hesitation from Tesseract, you would have...
He has no time to get the spike to the site unless there was no resistance from Scarz on B. This feels like we need a timeout from Orangutan, but they already called one. They don't have that to do.
They're not on the same page.
No.
They need to call that exactly. There has to be a level of conversation to work out what the hell is
दुकान
going
पे
on
ही
in
बैठना है तो
Orangutan.
पढ़ना
Because
है.
again, a
Smith
team
भाई है,
that looked so
knowledge.
excellent against Bleed yesterday are
Business की
looking
knowledge
a
के लिए
little
पढ़ूंगा ना.
rough and lost. Yeah, exactly. That's all it can do. That's all you can put it down to.
Yeah.
हमें बुला लो भाई,
there was
वैन
no
के साथ
extension, there was no peek out from
अरे यार
RVK.
निकिता आ जाओ
He
यार.
didn't know what sort of
इससे
setup
अच्छी
was
बात क्या
actually
होगी?
looked at the
भेज
B
दो
side.
request.
You know, you've got common turret positions down through
भाई
the
ये
side.
क्या हुआ बे, मेरे को समझ नहीं आया भाई.
Walkout from market.
ये
That's
क्या
where that
हुआ?
one was. So it's going to get a very early
एक
read on
second
where
में
you're
पांचों
coming
destroy.
from. And as I said, those two nano swarms as
चलो
well.
भाई,
just
रॉफिल
some
भाई कर दो
stalling
destroy
power
सबको.
that Scarz had available.
अरे
Now we're
होएगा
gonna see this
होएगा भाई.
pistol round
बी
come through
पॉजिटिव.
from
कुशल भाई
Orangutan.
लड़कियों के साथ खेलते
They
हैं
have looked
मींस
pretty
बीच
decent with
में.
these pistols, I
आची
will
भाई मेरे साथ
admit.
कोई नहीं खेलता है.
But this is the time to not fall over and be flat.
Regular
right? We've
viewer
gotta
is
get some
here.
kills.
Venom भाई क्या हाल है?
Alan, he gets
बढ़िया
one
अजीत
and
भाई
traded,
बढ़िया.
so that's a
Good
gun
response.
retrievable at least. And now, Mitch, there's actually only Yoshi at this A side.
Yeah, no, this is a much better opportunity for Orangutan here. Still defending that weapon for now.
There's
Aziz
that paranoia, nice.
will get taken down. Great,
अरे
yeah, still the
भाई.
paranoia off the back of that too. So that's two nice ones for Yoshi. And of course, Torineko.
अरे बलबीर
inside
भाई, तुम भी
line,
आ
having a
जाना
sip as he can even look to teleport out as well. That from the shadows is used nicely.
And with the money cap as well, essentially for Scarz on the back of this win round, they can
भाई,
sacrifice
इतना
some
तगड़ा
bodies.
agent
It's
है,
not
मुझे
gonna
तो
hurt
पता ही
the
नहीं
grand
था.
scheme of things. It's more so for Antidote and for RVK. If you get one kill and die, then you have your ultimates.
Double shrouded step to get out of dodge here.
There's that kill.
Torineko, yeah, RVK, great shot, but Torineko's positioning, it's just too
भाई ये
good.
क्या हो
A
रहा
little
है?
bit too easy there.
Yeah, so coming into this last round now, RVK gets that lockdown because he got the kill. They don't need to fish for an ultimate orb, right? They can use that available
अबे
for
यार,
another
रॉफिल भाई
player.
अभी मारेंगे
They've
यार,
already got
तुम
two
रुको,
ultimates
अभी
readily
जेट
available.
मारेगा
That
भाई
gives them a
अपना.
third. Get that orb, go for a bit of an explosive play as well, force Scarz into an uncomfortable spot. If you can remove maybe Gemkeen
नहीं बलबीर भाई.
early on as well, you know, that's where you start to look to really solidify a fourth round, because if that doesn't happen, we're staring down the barrel of a 9
अबे ये
to
3 हो
3.
गया
I
है.
can't have this happen.
पेलो भाइयों पेलो.
Orangutan,
Hello.
you've got so much going for you. And look at this buy from Scarz.
Yeah, I mean,
आ रहा
you've got
भाई
the
आ
money
रहा, मुझे
after
लग
last
रहा है
round.
इस बार पिलाई
Open
होने
the
वाली है
door.
कायदे से. अजीज और रॉफिल भाई घुस रहे हैं.
No command. All right, we're
अब हो
going in.
जाएगा, अब हो
RVK
जाएगा.
got the lockdown. Maybe he's going to choose to
अबे!
use it in a bit of a post-plant
भाई!
scenario, but already
उसने क्या
just
shot
the
मारा,
spam
no भी कर
coming
दिया
about.
एकदम.
Again,
अबे
Orangutan
5
love
HP में
to be
रॉफिल भाई.
aggressive. The Odin's on the floor. But now, this is going to shift into a bit of a post-plant, and Rofiel, he might actually lose his life. 5 HP.
Yeah, maybe hoping for one. What a shot there, Rawfield. Now the lockdown pop Komodo.
That's no
Rofiel
smokes
भाई.
as well, so with the attackers lockdown going down, that's
अपना
fine
round
to
है,
be
अपना
bought.
अबे
Gemkeen
यार,
does find Rofiel
Gemkeen
coming
भाई,
to the
position
Yoshi.
है, कैसे
This
रैक भाई?
is happening, Mitch.
Antidote.
It might be the fourth.
Antidote in position in spawn.
Let's go,
Great
everybody.
TP out. Using the From the Shadows perfection and a third as well. Much better round from Orangutan. My God, why couldn't we had that one for 3 in a row?
It definitely feels like
चलो
the
किधर भाई,
rounds that Orangutan
आपने
have
कर
been
लिया क्या?
getting
अभी नहीं यार राशिद भाई.
hinge on so much success.
How
of
sweet, अरे यार,
ultimates,
निकिता, you
and
too
you
यार.
don't have
कुशल
them
कहाँ से हो तुम? मैं
available
कानपुर से
every
बैठा.
single
आप
time
कहाँ
in
से
a
यार?
round, right? You need to be getting these clean
भाई
wraparounds.
मारा
All
बे,
these
guys,
pistols
OG OP
need
हो
to be
जाए.
doing big damage to at least get you
बलबीर भाई,
closer
same,
to
मुझे तो कोई लड़की
getting
भाव भी
the
नहीं दी.
ults. So still in an 8-4, I'll say better than a 9-3, of course.
Yeah.
But there's still a bit of a way to go
8-4.
from Orangutan on now their own defensive side.
अरे बलबीर भाई,
17 to 4. It's
Half
funny.
time किसने ले
Mac
लिया?
was talking about
अच्छा,
it. I
half
don't
time
want to
है.
keep harping on it.
Next
I don't
round,
wanna
next
keep
round है,
mentioning
guys,
his
next round
name,
है.
But how can you not?
आएगा आएगा full boom
Him
bam
being at the
भाई.
helm, him finding so much space has made it so challenging. Because look, Rawfield has done some pretty decent things as well. But
भाई
Gem
5
King,
HP में एकदम
that
बिना
sheriff
डरे घुस
ace.
गए.
just so many
राजस्थान
things
क्या
have
बात
been
है यार.
riding on the back of this man.
Yeah. Something said the other day as well that this sense, you know, seemingly shifting into a bit more of an attacker-sided focus. for both of these teams, that is where they get majority of their rounds, but we have just seen such a statement on that defensive side to come through from Scarz, right? So with this switch up, I don't really know if that still bodes too heavily strong for Orangutan, who are going into this map, right? And Ascent, you got to stare down the barrel of Fracture coming a little bit as well, so...
इंस्टा पे रिप्लाई नहीं देते कुछ दे दूंगा भाई कोई सीन नहीं है इंस्टा का मैसेज चेक नहीं करते क्या अरे वेनम भाई करता हूँ यार भाई कल रात स्ट्रीम क्यों नहीं किया यार आरबी भाई सो गया था यार
like 20 something,
सो गया था 11 बजे उठा फिर मैंने कहा अभी क्या करूंगा
He's leading the charge right now for the team. Majority of the rounds are opening picks from him.
जीत सकते हैं गाइस हम लोग
Definitely so.
जीतेंगे
So what is this pistol round going to have in store?
भाई पिस्टल राउंड निकल जाता है ना तो मोटिवेशन अलग ही आ जाता है भाई पता है वो पिस्टल राउंड बहुत मैटर करता है
0 point going to be tagging
7 months से वैसे नहीं दे आज देख
And a bit of a creep up as well. Immediate rotations from Tesseract actually in spawn. 3 players lent to the A side of things for Orangutan. So Tree is where the first battle is going to begin.
Aziz. Oh, geez, what do you even do there?
Nothing.
Great side step from Crystal.
Still 3 players here, though, with that immediate rotation from Tesseract out of spawn. And that paranoia is actually going to force Team Keen out. That's a big piece of utility to take away. The fact that there's now no flashes available for Orangutan.
And look how happy they are to just slow down the pace. You know, leaving that one member of RVK.
Yep. And he's got Nano in front, but no turret, no alarm bot. Because there's a ghost. He's just actually picked up that turret for himself, so he can place that if he wants. But where do you do that at this current point in time?
Absolutely. RVK, there's just so much pressure on him here. At least there is a level of rotation coming through as now they try to destroy that recon bolt. But look at this. Stuck in the boat shed.
Yep.
And unfortunately, it's not allowed to set sail as Yoshi gets 2. Raw fuel and antidote.
Oh, look how far away Raw fuel is, though, Mitch. He's coming in for a flank, and that turret will eventually spot him. If he deals with that, then there's an alarm bot. Make him a little bit vulnerable.
Just out of the turret distance, though, now. This is the thing that we've seen from Orangutan a few times, how they've just been so far away from this rotation.
Hello, Ankit bhai.
Smoke that turret to get past, but it's the alarm bot that is
Anti-Vai paylo सामने ही है. Anti-Vai सामने ही है मार दो.
Yoshi.
Anti-Vai सामने ही है. Anti-Vai
it's a little bit rough there, a bit bold. But how much time do they have to even get back in towards this? Rawfuel's managed to pick up another, but they've left it so damn late. Antidote gets another, but now it's all on to Crystal and Alan. But no time. Round is done. And that's going to be a 9th for Scarz.
Yeah, 10 HP. We'll see if he can maybe not lose his life. That's not going to happen. Crystal getting 3 kills in the round. Getting better towards that Hunter's Fury, but maybe even before we get that, there's just going to be too many rounds that Scarz are able to inch in forward for, because that is a pistol. You would expect them to turn that into 10, unless they do what happened earlier in and they lose the second round to the Classics.
Yeah.
That's always going to be a possibility. But again, just, yeah, a bit of disconnection from the Orangutan squad there. Getting into the site. Meeting utility. A big late flank from a player in Rawfield who you want leading the way into a site. You don't want him away from the team. Oh,
again.
Another opener, man.
Jemkin bhai kya maar rahe hai?
Yeah. So many opening picks from this one man alone.
Yeah. No, it's certainly scary, and that's one of the things that
just propels ultimate arena ka pistol round same.
It's why Crystal is on this squad, just consistent performance after performance, whether it be with the rifles, with the pistols, when they're behind.
No matter what, he's got what it takes.
Mm-hmm.
Off the site, though, completely here, OG.
We'll see what the entry does actually look like for Scarz if they lose any bodies on the way. They do know that Aziz is here. Again, you're expecting this to be kind of a bad That's fun.
I love that. Pop straight through the duck cover. Hello. But they will get the spike planted irrespective, so they didn't actually recover anything off the spoils of Rawfield.
Yeah, 3 players still here for Orangutan to see what damage can be done. You got the Sheriffs in play except for Tesseract, who does have some darts that he can throw out to provide some info for his team before they look for some damage. And again, another round though where Tesseract is actually going for a flank, so he can't really even use that util, Mitch.
Yeah, Turret has a little spot but doesn't quite find Gem Keen. He's just playing around it at this point in time. Very, again, round where they're just trying to lock them in, strangle them down, try to get as many exits as possible, but It's all on the Tesseract. I mean, they are going to be running towards him, but with that classic, what can he really do?
He wants to peek potentially, but you just have to...
Oh, they even find him.
The only way he gets a kill there is if they do overlook him, but you've got 3 players. You know you haven't seen him. You know you didn't see a dart. In that situation, you know, let's theorize that it's a full gun round and he's looking for a save in that location. You don't see a dart into the site at all on that retake. You know he's not there. You start shooting corners.
Yeah, I think that's exactly right.
But now... double digits achieved from Scarz. 6 rounds the separator. We're into the bonus. We're into the probably best chance that they will have to come back into this game. It's a weaker buy for Scarz.
And the crazy thing is, Fracture, map selection of Scarz around the bend. Komodo, OGS need to get moving now, and that's another pause to come out.
I might actually add, Alan hasn't really been needed in this map yet either. 4 kills, couple of good flashes and 0 points. Isolating an angle with fragments actually going in as well, stalling them on the other side. But yeah, it really has just been Jemkin hitting his shots early. No 5 rounds that, you know, Bonkers showed us for them to get started that he had to warm up. Out of the gates.
अबे पता नहीं नाइटबॉट से एक्टिव हुई है. मैं दे दूंगा.
I think Orangutan.
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, you know, friendly.
Friends, that's it. Need to keep happy. Yep. That's what Scarz certainly were. And again, such an interesting roster, you know, of Scarz to be able to come into a region like Japan, where obviously, you know, English is spoken occasionally in the main towns and whatnot, but it's not the usual. And you know, to have the additional players come in, all coming in English.
Bye.
I think it's more important as well for them here because a lot of people didn't think it would have been Scarz to be the Japanese represent. So they were thinking maybe Crazy Raccoon or a Jadeite or maybe even a Fennel,
well, right? Crazy Raccoon, they've obviously, you know, repped at Masters before, right? You know, they've done some big things.
So Scarz a lot to prove. So far, so good in their group.
Yeah, well, yeah, they're looking really strong. Like, this is going to be them potentially going 2-0.
Potentially the only team.
Yep.
But let's see what this bonus round for OGS does present to us. Raw Fuel onto Jemkin. That's the player you need to remove.
That's it, exactly right. They've punished him early, and it's Jet for Jet, which you got to be happy with. And now the flash out from Aziz. It's a great one. Traded out quickly, though, by Toroneko, and now Antidote. Does he find the line? Not quite. He's in a really awkward spot. He can't even find it as well. Toroneko getting it back. 3-on-3 now here, Komodo. They are looking to move very, very quickly, though. The door hasn't actually been destroyed, so now Rawfield tries to line him up, but Alan will be able to find a response very, very quickly on. And now this round, the pacing is set already, 2-on-2. And RBK one over the top into this 1v2 situation. Alan, can you do it? It's a great flash. RBK doesn't look out. He missed that. Oh, no, a blunder from both sides, which gives the opportunity back, and another flash under the arm.
Wow.
And it's RBK. Here we go. Let's go. Yes, finally getting another round on the board.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Alan there as well, because you see he gets off the spike plant to get that immediate trade for his teammate and Yoshi that gets taken down, throwing that and remember, they knew RVK was there. He was the one that got suppressed out by that 0.2.
RVK!
Getting in quick to it. So just at the end of that, can't capitalize on the flash. If he got that kill, of course, that's the bonus, and that might have even been the map. But regardless, that is the one bit of lifeline that OGS needed to try and get back into this round. They have to do it again, though. They have to do goodbye from Scarz.
Rocky bhai on fire, bhai. Rishi bhai to ekdam pel diye bhai.
At top mid. Nobody going to be peeking through B main for OGS. So the turret for Yoshi is just going to stand and watch. Nobody wants to be the first one to die. 0 point, not finding too much information. OGS can wait out the time on that dart, and they can actually push up through mid if they want to. Might catch a member of Scarz off guard. That line, oh my God. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I guess shouldn't have been peeking at the exact same merit, and they've exactly seen that. It's a good response from Tesseract, but there's Jemkin. He gets Aziz back. And now it's only going to be left onto Antidote on this side. Do they peek out through the dark cover, though? Jemkin, he's ready. Oh, no. Not like this. Antidote. Crystal also picking up RBK. Tesseract gets one, but then he's done.
Yeah, at that point in time, from the first kill, the trades to try to come through not quick enough. Scarz readily aware of what's happening. That quick flick that we see from Toroneko there. Bulldog, you got to make sure that you got your quick shot onto their head very quickly. 11 to 5.
Scarz is winning Ascension Pacific. That's all I'm saying.
That is a bold claim.
Or what's going to happen is they're going to dominate through the playoffs and then get eliminated immediately.
That is
one or the other.
very bold.
I just can't. Like, I mean, look, Bleed got taken the test, but will they recover?
I probably.
Maybe, right?
Probably.
Who else? There's so many teams that are all what feels to be evenly matched across now.
There's so many teams here, and we've already been proved that any team can take this.
Fancy, one team. Now it's even to a degree, like, there's been some nuts results so far.
Bonkers, might I say.
Australian bias.
Nah, look, I predicted against them, and I've already been called a traitor. It would seem that people didn't tune in to my explanation.
It's all right, mate. Don't worry. It's just like whenever an Australian team plays.
भाई इनके comms and placement बहुत ओपी है। अरे भाई बहुत खतरनाक।
Gotta wait.
बहुत ही खतरनाक।
But so far so good.
सभी के खतरनाक है यार। अगर इतने बड़े level पे खेल रहे हैं तो सभी के।
From Orangutan, who will have another bye to go into this round because they kind of have to, right? Otherwise, they're conceding over that 12th round and map point. And then any faltering, you do lose it. So we'll see. Oh, actually, their economy is a little bit better than I did think, so they'll be able to get that Blade Storm up. They'll be able to get Tesseract on the rifle. But apart from that, I mean, you're going to have to rely on RVK trying to hold down the B site by himself because his team has already left him. He's pushing, he's looking, the turret.
It's more so
the turret that looks over towards
tiles
than the one that looks to be main. But regardless, you know, the scales tip in the favor of Scarz in this round for the weaponry. If they need... They also do have Yoshi with that lockdown.
Slow creep in towards main, but it looks like already Raw feels pretty keen to have a look down.
This is going to be an explosion from Scarz. They haven't been met with any pressure over at the A side just yet, although there has been a big rotation from Orangutan to A. These pistol rounds, they love to just leave RVK by himself. Look over towards B, look over towards mid, and then gamble stack over towards A. It's not a bad idea. You want these crossfires established to be nicely. But the thing is with Rawfield, right, he's just holding a kind of tight line for the info for then Tesseract to swing. It's those two players with the big weaponry in this round that are out of the play. But RVK, no way.
How does he do this? He goes in the most unconventional manner to get confident, and he hits a third as well. That might have been one of the most incredible pistol plays I've ever seen.
They've done it again.
Komodo. It was a thing of why the hell is he peeking? And then he gets 4. What a joke. King.
Let's just watch it.
We just drink this in again, please.
That's actually nuts. One by one, they fall.
Oh, my God.
That is crazy. That has to be the way that Orangutan get back into this game on the back of pistols. Because if it didn't go that way, right, it's 12 and map point here for Scarz. They have some safety now with the weaponry and a bit of a lesser equipped Scarz too. Kushal down onto the Guardian. Gem King, no backup for these blades. So they're going to probably have to rely on a lockdown. Or for Kushal, if he gets a kill, an upgrade and that
description में सब दिए हुए हैं links.
Definitely changes the approach in this round for Orangutan and for Scarz. Both
B main lean as well.
Yeah.
Setting their sights. Slow creep in. Information now gathered. Looking to see Tesseract play that off ankle. RVK's actually let his teammate out here. And a swarm, not deep enough.
Nah, he's isolated there. That's a good idea from Yoshi to clear that as well. They can settle. They can wait for this lockdown. But the thing is, they're already crunched in towards the market.
They have to fight it. They have to both go in and try and make this work. RVK gets another. He was the hero in the previous round. He's looking to do it again. That's a second. RVK really the big man in this position. He does get the tame, but can he get out? I think he has managed to just slip away. Crystal.
Oh, 2 shock darts.
Taking site control now with his teammate, exactly. Oh, it could be big.
No, you got it.
Oh, shit,
he can get another one in there as well because RVK and Antidote will both die to another.
Absolutely, and now Gem Keen, there's one, and now the join of the party. Gem Keen getting another. It's all left onto RVK. Can he get another 4 here, Komodo? Can he continue to go forward? He is on the line. He has spotted out Gem Keen. But it's not going to happen when this big man is facing up.
And you saw that he didn't want to go forward. You saw that he didn't want to go for the clip. He settles himself down. He dashes backwards
How
to
many
play
jets
with
would
his
keep
team.
on pushing?
Oh, quite the many. Quite the many. But he's just so good when it comes to these blades. There's the 12th round that Scarz were looking for. A lockdown destroyed as well for the defenders, I might add. So they had that counter lockdown available. But just Gem Keen, so quick, so sharp, and you know, a chef's kiss, a cherry on top as well for that
24 kills, right?
That was nice.
That was very nice. I like that. I like that a lot. Crystal, very impactful player as we have seen it now. Rawfield narrowly missing that shot. Can he get turned up? Yeah, he's done out of the round. That's the operator. Big investment.
Oh, and Tesseract as well. His position has been noted. They threw in a fragment. Do they have anything else to clear him out? Oh, doesn't matter. That's a sinister shot.
Alan, though, trying to push in off the back of it. Crystal will get another, but it's still RVK. He's there. He's been the hero in these last couple of rounds. Even though they lost the previous, he does step up to the plate and defend again.
We've still got a minute of play in this round. Comes out from Scarz, and just the battle we've had for mid control. OGS will technically win it, as there is no one for Scarz looking to waltz their way down the guts, although as I say that, Kushal will. Antidote. Oh, the timing.
How will he find it? RVK on that line. Crystal.
He's on for the ace.
He is, and it's the sharp aim that gets the job done again. They are going to have to go for this retake.
The thing is, Antidote has from the shadows to use as info at this point in time, but Kushal gets ahead of him. That's no null command either.
Antidote has to creep in through main completely alone, and Yoshi will start to at least bring his time forward here. Crystal a little distance away, but they're just being ever so patient. Exactly right. Information gathered. Turret will be destroyed. Are they going to peek together? It looks like they actually might run out on the other side of that dark cover, but that's a good paranoia. Did actually catch them for just a second, so now they're going to have to swing! And it won't be Crystal getting the ace, but there is that supporting mechanism in the form of Yoshi, and that's Scarz. 13-6 here on that map. And they haven't dropped any more than that this competition so far.
That is the magic number for them, isn't it? 13-6 times 3 at the moment, but my oh my, bro, what a masterclass from these guys. Quick, successive trades, time and time again. Gem Keen not disappointing whatsoever. The way he is playing on this jet, just kill after kill, entry after entry, succession for the team. And we had elements, we had bits from the guys over at Orangutan. They knew what they were having to do to try and get things in this series. The 2 rounds they got with those pistols were some of the funnest rounds that we have seen in this one. But if you're only getting 2 rounds like that, and then you're losing a lot of your gun rounds, I think you know where you need to be focusing on.
Well, that was it, right? What, the ace from Rawfield, which was in the 2nd round, and then obviously the nutty round from RVK. RVK's round again, like I have to cement that down. He starts to leave B, he's got his turret down in main, and then he decides, I'll just check B main, right? It'll be fine. And he somehow wins the round off the back of that. So chaos certainly ensued in map number 1 of Ascent, Fracture around the corner. But yeah, look, I think it's just been a really, really strong run from Scarz, and until someone tells me otherwise, I'm saying that they are on top.
Just remember, that was picked from Orangutan as well. We're going in a Scarz map pick now.
Exactly right, my word. And of course, we will have a cheeky little one to send to the break. We'll be back in a bit.
पिस्टल राउंड से मतलब मोमेंटम बनता है, मेरे को ऐसा लगता है पर्सनली. मतलब जैसे पहला राउंड होता है ना, पहले राउंड से ही उठा लो ना तो एक अलग से मोटिवेशन आ जाता है. अभी अब तो फेल ही नहीं. उसके बाद फिर इकोनॉमी डिस्ट्रॉय होने लगती है अगर 2 राउंड हार जाओ स्टार्टिंग के ही. वो भी सीन होता है ना. 4 मिनट का ब्रेक है भाई. भाई रिया कौन है? कुशल मॉड नहीं है भाई, व्यूअर है. भाई प्रेशर तो होता ही होएगा. तब खाना खा लो 4 मिनट में। हाँ भाई खाना वाना खा लो भाई, 4 मिनट है, फटाफट से उठा लो गोभी सब्जी जो भी लाना। ओ यार निकालना पड़ेगा यार, ये वाला मैच निकालना पड़ेगा। भाई चैट तो अब कितना हेट फैलाती है भाई चैट। भाई कुछ भी चलता है, चैट तो अलग लेवल पे चलती है। लाइक करना तो बोल सकते वैसे। भाई बीच में के लिए कौन सा डिवाइस यूज करते हो? 11 करता हूँ यार, बट ये मेरा पूरा फोन अभी भरा हुआ है तो बहुत बेकार चलता। पहले बहुत अच्छा चलता था बट अभी इसको 3 साल हो गए तो अब बेकार हो गया। 3 साल क्या 2 साल हो गए, अब इस फोन की उम्र हो गई है ऐसा समझ लो। बूम सीन भाई, बूम सीन है। भाई बीच में के लिए कौन देखो यार कोई, अभी तुम एंड्रॉइड भी यूज कर सकते, कुछ भी यूज कर लो। बैटरी हेल्थ कितनी हो गई है? बैटरी हेल्थ 70% कर दी है मैंने इसकी। मर गया है ये फोन, खत्म है, डेड सीन पे एकदम। ओटे लगा दिए इस फोन में मैंने। भाई साहब दो 200 पॉइंट ऊपर। मेरी 86 बहुत लैग होता है बे। अबे बलबीर भाई भरा होएगा यार तुम्हारा भी फोन, पता है इसीलिए लैग होता है। जब ये स्टोरेज भर जाती है ना पूरी तो लैग देता है बहुत ज्यादा। देखो भाई क्या होता है। 3 2 1 लेट्स गो।
South Asia taking on Japan here, but oh my lord, they were not able to stand up to the Japanese powerhouse. Of course, you know, a little bit of EMEA in the mix there, but that was a statement. Scarz, yes, they dominated Bonkers on that first day, on that first night, and yes, a few of us thought maybe it was because of the conditions, maybe it was because of the situation that Bonkers had to have, like, face. They both had to face it, let's be real. But here, we now see that this is just going to be a trend that keeps on continuing. And Jem Keen, he came to play.
He's the actual anime protagonist, apparently, right? 13-6, 13-6, 13-6. They've got to keep up the trend at this point. And with Fracture around the bend,
let's go, bhai.
Change?
I don't know. Maybe the difference in the scoreline, but I don't think we're going to see a difference on who is
playing
at the party here. Jem Keen, just an absolute
6
opening kills compared to Raw Fuel, 6 opening deaths.
Oh.
That is a difference in like the extreme.
Yeah, of course. But you need to also say, look, Raw Fuel, props for never backing down. Got involved nine times in those opening duels, which is half the game, essentially. Obviously only had that 33% conversion rate on the opening picks himself, but the thing is they're not lacking confidence for Orangutan today. And that's what you need to at least remember moving into that second map of the series. here's all the stats, and I just want to let you guys know, Jem Keen, his rating overall got better, so he's even harder to reach at the top of Ascension Pacific right now. 1.66 overall, and for this map in particular, 1.84 rating, bro. That is insane.
Who's next below Jem Keen there?
Kushal, he held it pretty solid. I didn't catch what it was before, but it's now at 1.33 overall. He got 1.4 this game, so yeah, he would have jumped up a little bit as well.
Jesus, so Scarz basically just sitting up the top, like in general. But I guess the only sort of saving grace for me, looking over here on the side of Orangutan, is that the kill spread's decent, right? It's not like anyone's falling behind. No one had a horrible game. So at least that's some sort of solace as we, go into Fracture.
I can be said, Alan did fall down the standings after, the other boys stole the glory. So it isn't going to be 3 of these Scarz members in the top 5 anymore. Puppy Trullo has entered the fray. But look, that's a conversation for another time. Orangutan, we need to talk about what they can do to change things up here, because the history that's getting written is it has to be a reverse sweep if they want to win the series.
Yeah, and I mean, Fracture is going to be the map that they have to do it on. But one thing going for them, I guess, 3?
Abhi Mikey में
6 rounds.
But yeah, 6 rounds.
Yeah, something that you said, Dion, as well while we were in that break is every single round they won, there was no follow-up. It was just isolated rounds.
Yeah, and that's a problem, right?
कुछ करना पड़ेगा भाई.
A round here or there, and you're not able to
करना पड़ेगा बहुत जल्दी.
That's a problem, especially if you're going through 3 thrifty wins into actual gun rounds because you won that thrifty. That is a very, very real problem.
ओ भाई next match तो ये Scarz का ही है. उन लोगों ने जो pick किया है.
3 of the 4 pistols, right, during the series against Bonkers, and still not converting over with the map. So some of these rounds that are being won in lack of, the commonality where they're typically found, and still not converting the rounds after. So that's a problem that they definitely need to look at.
Yeah, it's something that they can certainly put in the back pocket and try to figure out moving forward. They still have a few more games remaining here in Ascension Pacific. But
अबे Discord चलेगा इस.
remember that Fracture.
वहाँ पे और भी लोग होंगे.
It is going to be Scarz map pick, which makes things a little bit scary, but Orangutan's got the choice of the side there. It is going to be a defense start for them. So, look, they looked okay last time they took on Bleed. That was yesterday. Maybe this is also a reason why Scarz has picked into the map as well, able to establish exactly what their gameplay is and maybe some weaknesses in what they saw. They do have a pretty good analysis team behind the scenes, as well as Big Brain leading with Kushal.
I think Scarz is just super comfortable when it comes to Fracture because of their playstyle as well. Very aggressive when they need to be, very passive when they need to be. And for Kushal, he's allowed to just float around on this fade, and Jem King can just do what he does best, go and shoot. Yeah. So I think it's just a really good map.
First half prediction बताओ. सच्ची बोलूं.
अबे ओजी जीतेगी मैं बता रहा हूँ तुम्हें.
8-4
8-4. What about you, Shrey?
क्या? Sorry?
First half prediction बता. Fracture.
Fracture है ना ओजी का. 7-5. 7-5 is it?
महेश दल्ले.
अबे split 2 में split 1 में I barely saw Fracture like 2-3 times.
Manush.
OG 5.
Manush Dalle.
अच्छा स्कोर है.
OG 5.
But I really hope Fracture में थोड़ा aggressive lineup निकाले. श्रेय, ये नया एजेंट अलाउड है क्या खेलने के लिए? नहीं ना?
नया एजेंट अभी कॉम्प पे नहीं है ना?
आ गया.
नहीं आया I guess.
आ गया यार.
आ गया ग्राइंड बोल के लगा रहे थे सब.
हाँ. डेडलॉक बैन करने चले दल्ले.
डेडलॉक ग्राइंड करेंगे श्रेय, क्या बोलता है?
मैं हंस रहा हूँ भाई.
कुशल है गए.
हाँ.
हाय कुशल.
हाय.
डिस्कॉर्ड ज्वाइन करते हाय हेलो बोलो
कुशल
ना
ये
भाई.
वॉइस यूज करता है क्या? He sounds so different when he's on Discord.
मेरी आवाज यही है यार
भाई.
अबे मैं आके बोला, किसी ने रिस्पॉन्स ही नहीं दिया, फिर मैं कहीं इग्नोर कर रहा है. चुप हो जाता है.
क्या? कब बोला तूने हाय?
अभी बोला.
अरे अभी बात तो कर रहे तेरे साथ.
देख आवाज ही नहीं आया भाई.
पता नहीं यार, फिर वो म्यूट हो गया होगा शायद. जिताओ यार पिग्गू भाई, कुछ जितवाओ यार, कुछ टोटका वोटका मारो खींच के 1-2.
मैं वही सोच रहा हूँ कि यहाँ से
सब लोग मैनिफेस्ट करते हैं. हु
ओजी.
हु नहीं है वो ओजी है.
ओके गॉट
अबे पहाड़ नहीं चढ़ के हाफ नहीं रहा. ऐसा लग रहा बंदर पहाड़ चढ़ गया.
दिस टाइप ऑफ नॉइज कैन गेट यू बैंड.
बैंड कैसे भाई? ये ऐसी तो है
ना भाई. वो
ऐसे नहीं है.
लोग ऐसे करते हैं. एप्स मूवी नहीं देखी तुम लोग ने?
मैं बोलना नहीं चाहता, तेरा आवाज कैसे लग रहा है?
हाँ, ऐसा लग रहा है किसी ने एकदम तेरे को। हाँ सही कह रहा है श्रेय भाई।
वो ओजी होता है।
अबे बंदर बन रहा है कि घोड़ी बन रहा है तू?
घोड़ी।
अरे आरवीके का चांट लाइन क्या था ओजी का? आरवीके
आरवीके
गाइस ब्रांडेड स्ट्रीम है, थोड़ा देख लो गाइस, थोड़ा देख लो।
ये थोड़ा सा यार,
मैं तो ऑल गुड हूं। मैं
तमीज से रहो यार प्लीज।
कुछ कौन से डिस्कॉर्ड पे? अरे सारे क्रिएटर्स वाले एजेंट का।
बट इट्स सो नॉट फेयर। 2 मिनट्स बोले थे ब्रेक। अच्छा मैच स्टार्ट हो गया क्या? नहीं, अच्छा स्टार्ट नहीं हुआ।
अभी बता रहे हैं सब लोग, उन लोगों ने क्या क्या समझा, क्या क्या परखा।
डॉर पे यार गाली नहीं दे सकते यार, समझा कर यार, गाली दे।
सो होस्ट डेस्क एंड कास्टर्स डेस्क डिफरेंट है ना?
7-5
अभी एक ही में बैठे लग रहे हैं मुझे तो।
क्या 7-5 पिंगू भाई 5 बोलते हैं ना।
देखो भाई क्या होता है भाई।
5 को मैं 5 बोला तो तू अब मेरे पे ऐसे बजेगा। ये कहाँ से आते लोग?
कुछ तो करना पड़ेगा भाई, कुछ भयंकर मार चला दे एकदम से भाई। चीचा ये मैच तो निकलना पड़ेगा।
चाय पियोगे कोई?
Wait, this Sunlord, is this the Sunlord I think he is?
Can you tell me which Sunlord do you know?
Exactly.
हेलो ट्रॉक्स भाई।
ये कोई तो टीम में था ना प्लेग्राउंड में? Which team?
RC
इशिका को प्रैंक कॉल करो। इशिका दी से डर लगता है मुझे। इशिका दी से प्रैंक कॉल नहीं करता मैं। मेरे साथ फिर उन्होंने प्रैंक कॉल किया तो मैं झेल नहीं पाऊंगा।
इसका वॉल्यूम में 50% पे भी इतना जोर से आ रहा है ना।
किसका?
तेरा ही।
अरे तमीज से यार।
स्टार्ट करें यार जल्दी से स्टार्ट करें यार।
हेलो
अब कौन आ गया भाई? अच्छा डॉर भाई रे। What's up मानुस?
हाय अबे लाइटें ऑन क्यों नहीं करी हैं? अच्छा हल्की हल्की जल रही हैं।
इधर ही होगा ना? पूरा फाइनल्स भी इधर ही होगा ना?
भाई स्टार्टिंग के 2 प्लेयरों को पहले जिम भी जाओ भाई।
यार मुझे लगता है ये जो दिल्ली में हुआ था उसका स्टेज ज्यादा अच्छा था।
अभी देखो बात तो सही है, पैसा लगाना।
भाई क्या स्टेज है भाई, वो भाई साहब मजा आ गया मेरे को तो देख के। सुंदर देख रहा है पिंगू कितना है, ऐसा लग रहा है एकदम।
इसमें टॉप 4 जाएंगे ना?
क्या लग रहा है भाई?
क्रेजी भाई आर्मी का चश्मा देख रहे हो, एकदम क्लोज है मॉनिटर से, ऐसा होना चाहिए स्टेज।
बे आरवी के भाई कितना क्लोज रखते हैं भाई, सही बात।
इसमें जो
आरवी कैसा हंस रहा है।
तो जाएगा कि बस
एक ही टीम जो जीतेगा उसको 2024 और 2025 पैसिफिक लीग में प्रमोशन मिलेगा।
यार ये जीतने के पैसे कितने मिलेंगे श्रेय भाई? $20,000।
हाँ डॉलर
कितना होता है भाई $20,000?
बात करो ना
यार भसड़ मचा दी।
ओह यार सॉरी,
पिंगू ही आधा भसड़ बचा रहा है।
as we did see a couple of days ago. Hopefully for Orangutan, they can get all up in the grill of Scarz, putting up that double duel list as he mentioned. अच्छा बात कर लो, हम फिर बात करेंगे। कौशल रुको भाई।
Jet has mixed consistency on a map like Fracture, right?
हाँ यार कर लिया, मैं ड्रैग ही कर दी श्रेय। भाई कितना हो गया $20,000? उनको देखने दो।
20 into 8 मतलब 160। अब 160
भाई ये हो गया तेरा है
16 लाख क्या?
अबे बहुत कम नहीं रखा है
अभी तो ये मतलब छोटा मोटा लग रहा है, फिर आगे जाके एक बार बड़ा होने वाला है।
20-30 लाख डॉलर तो होना चाहिए।
20-30 लाख डॉलर
हाँ
अभी उसके लिए थोड़ा टाइम है।
एक ही बार खेलना है क्या कुशल?
हाँ यार मतलब और क्या, सीधा रिटायरमेंट तो एक बार जीत के और दे लौटने वाले तो खेलने के लिए। भाई $18,000 तो इसी का था स्प्लिट का।
एक ही बार में 10
सारा दिन घर में बैठ के गेम खेलते रहता है, इसलिए ऐसा बन गया इसे। ठीक है भाई, तू मेरा स्ट्रीम देख रहा है,
Absolutely, I definitely agree with you. And now that
JP
we've got
Dalla.
the fade from Kushal as well, he loves to be playing around dish. We've got, you know, two progressive ultimates with the Nightfall and the
ये
Roll.
मॉनिटर दिला दो भाई 360 हर्ट्ज का मॉनिटर है बे
क्या है भाई
अकेले अकेले बैठ रहे हो तू और चिल्लाएगा तो किसका आवाज आएगा
अरे वॉल्यूम कम कर भाई
वॉल्यूम 50 पे रखा हूं पिंकू
25 कर
बंदा कर ले
50 पे चिल्ला रहा है
ये मेरा माइक ना क्या ज्यादा कैप्चर करता है पता नहीं बहुत ज्यादा ही परफेक्ट
चलो भाइयों लेट्स गो
Scarz take this one, it sets them up in a very good position to make their way into the playoffs for sure. And map
स्टार्ट हो गया गाइस लेट्स गो
Find out, Mac, who will be taking us
रुचिर गया हो जी सर पता नहीं यार शायद से वो तो मुंबई में ही है
or will Orangutan make it a 1-1 and really kind of tie up this group?
कंफर्म नहीं बता यार कंफर्म नहीं बता
Welcome everyone who is joining us alongside this broadcast wherever you're watching along in the world. We are here down in Bangkok, Thailand.
बैंकॉक में हो रहा है मैच एकदम बढ़िया
Another series as we do move on into the evening. The beautiful Quack and Asteroid joining us this afternoon. So
either 7-5 or 9-3. I only
पिंगू भाई बैंकॉक में मैच हो रहा
सही में क्या
हाँ भाई
चलते हैं ना भाई देख ले
चलो भाई चलते हैं यार मैच का क्या है मैच तो 2 घंटे का है
मैच का ही है
अच्छा हाँ मैच का तो है ही सही
मैच का ही है चल रहे क्या सनलोड भाई तो जाके आए
हेलो सनलोड भी लाइक मैं तो रोज जाता हूँ
हाँ ना
बता है दुबई क्या चीज है बैंकॉक जाते हैं
तू भी जाके आई है
स्ट्रीम बेचने वाला था पर ये हाँ
पे मुंबई
लेट्स गो आरवीके अरे
Come on,
Jam keen in the process, but look at Allen.
बहुत तगड़ा
Positioning here, but he has to still connect with the shots. And now,
भाई जीतेंगे मुझे फील आ रही है ना जीतेंगे अपन
punished very quickly, and now it settles in the 3-on-3.
जीतने वाले गाइस हम लोग
being dropped in the standard spots at Canteen and Generator. There's no information.
हम मैच नहीं कुछ और देखेंगे क्या देखोगे भाई तुम है भाई बीर भाई
idea there. He's got one smoke
क्या देखने वाले हो
over to the arcade. Not a bad idea to actually put it there.
Yeah, absolutely. And now as they do manage to get their way up tree, the aftershock will keep them at bay for a little while longer, but time is ticking, Komodo. They don't really have much to do at all. This breach on Yoshi, he's doing absolutely everything. Great utility, spots him out with the fault line, and how can they even win this round back? Rawfield
अरे भाई
taken down, Antidote last standing, and Crystal
गन निकाल दिया
opens up strong here on this. Nice 3K as Scarz win another pistol.
ट्रू भाई ट्रू बोलो सारे लॉन्डो
+1 +1
जो नहीं बोला वो लौंडा नहीं है
मैं लौंडा नहीं हूँ मैं नहीं बोलूँगी
करेक्ट वेरी स्मार्ट यू आर एलिका अरे
अब क्या ही चल रहा है
मेरे वीडियो से देखा लग रहा है बिरयानी खाओ बातें करो
भाई fuck
Nice and early, sending them packing. So they did have a little bit of a look towards the dish, but happy to walk away.
अबे लो कैसे हुआ
Lots of utility from Scarz, just to try and get this dish control though. I will say, Flashpoint and Haunt, you know, you're getting that ulti orb on Chris.
अबे उनका भी POV दिखा दो भाई हाँ
The arcade side, they can
अच्छा चीज यहाँ से लो
because it is 5 players over at the north side of the map. This is a no-no rope, but there's no push from Orangutan, and that was actually good information because Alan's camera is in the spawn on the little rope in the sky, so he can see that there's nobody there. They're pinging where they possibly
भाई
and Scarz now.
भाई चारों पीछे से आ गए
There's actually a rotation from Orangutan.
क्या ले भाई
They do set their sights back. There was a cheeky ping.
ऐसा बोलो ना
कौन सा
ये घर पे बहुत के आजा ये क्या
वही तो
सैड यार
भाई चारों डोरी से आए एकदम भयंकर
नहीं मतलब स्ट्रेट डस्टबिन है क्या
So Jim King tries to be at the
लग तो नहीं रहा
He's
है
actually stunned up there by that fault line. So
खाना हो
he's
गई
one, but it's not going to matter
हमारी खाना
apparently
हो
because he
गई
will get one.
अबे
दिन
क्या
कैसे जा
चल
रहा
रहा
है
है
दिन बहुत बढ़िया जा
He's
रहा
going to
है
meet the fate of
Come on,
Crystal,
RVK के
who's
हाथ
found
में अभी
another
डीगल होगा तो
3K
मजा आ
in the
जाएगा
game
मजा आ
already.
जाएगा
6
देख लो
kills
1v3
on the
चेरिक चला रहे भाई मारेंगे
आइले उसको देख के छोड़ दिया उन्होंने
RVK
क्या कर रहे हैं वो
trying to
1v3
get just
clutch
some
निकाल
level of
दिया
damage
भाई,
out here as he
मुश्किल
moves up
नहीं
in
होगा
towards the rope
सब लोग
area.
इधर
मतलब फुल सेफ खेल रहे
उनको पता है ना कोजी पता है
ट्रेड पे खेल रहे ट्रेड पे देख ड्रॉप से पिक लेते कि उन दोनों पिक करे साथ में हाँ ये हुई ना बात।
And it's Yoshi to take
क्या बात है।
अगर ये राउंड गया
Just
तो मैच
singing
गया।
चैट में कोई लिखा है कि स्केट ऑफ आरवीके शेरिफ मेरे को तो ऐसे ही लग रहा था कि वो लोग डर के जाके बैठ
ओके
गए
गुड। तुम्हारा दिन कैसे जा रहा है नुसरत?
भयंकर सीन है भाई, भयंकर सीन है भाई, कुछ भी हो रहा है इस शहर को। हुआ क्या, कहीं राखे तो कहीं धुआं धुआं, धूम्रपान पड़ेगा महंगा।
So whether or not he's going to try and grab the ulti orb at the north side of the map, maybe in arcade early or actually outside the dish, and then they come late in the rounds towards
भाई चलो फुल बाय है। अबे इन लोगों ने बाय नहीं किया।
Yeah, very quick.
Now there's the ult.
It's Crystal though, finding another one. This
बहुत
time,
बढ़िया रॉफिल भाई।
will get the trade, but that's the nightfall that comes in that you mentioned. Komodo has sent them packing for a little bit, but now Crystal, they've given him a vandal
because they saw aggression immediately already at the arcade.
अबे भाई साहब,
they know where Tesseract is.
How's he gotten so many? It will be Tesseract though, fallen by Alan. And now they can settle into this 3-on-2. So the bonus round's looking good so far. Komodo, look at where Crystal creeps through. Antidote though.
डुओ वाले
निकलेगा।
अपन पहले गन देते फिर गन से फेंकते।
Tomeko, last one on the side.
देखिए पहले गन देते हम लोग।
ये राउंड
From Orangutan.
That's actually a bit of a fault of Crystal to try and push through that smoke as well in a 3 versus 2, feeling a little bit uncomfortable.
सही में क्या?
बट इस देखा इसके चक्कर में ब्रीच
अच्छा था पोजीशन।
बट इसके चक्कर में ब्रीच
वेरी वेरी एनालिस्ट प्लेयर्स।
आरवी
The fact that it actually gets a catch and he can get the
हाँ
kill
वो
on
तो
the
है
map
वही ना, बट वही पुश बंद
This will
करने
be
के लिए
costly for
उनको
the
लेना
next round
पड़ा।
लेगा।
in the one that
वैसे
versus
तो
2.
ओपोनेंट का फेड
Had
का
that
बेल्ट
trap
वेस्ट हुआ
wire
ना
not
ये
been there,
इनको क्या उनका तो बोनस राउंड है ना 3
तो
भाई ये लोग तो भयंकर एनालिस्टों वाली बातें कर रहे हैं यार।
बोनस राउंड है तो
पिस्टल राउंड की ऐसी की तैसी। अबे हाँ बे पिस्टल राउंड साला बड़ा खराब लगता है भाई मुझे।
हाँ वो है मैं वो डिनाई
वो
नहीं
तो है
कर रहा
भाई, वो तो सही बात है।
only lesser equipped
बट
weapon
फिर
on
भी
the field.
एंटी
Getting closer to
अभी
some
के लिए
ultis
तो।
of their own.
अपने हो गया अपन तो स्वास्टिक सारे।
I
चैट
want to see
हैंडल
the first
करना मैं
creativeness that he
जाके
is going to use it. Is it going to be to deny a plant? Is it going to be to find some positioning to catch some people?
देख लिया भाई आरवी के भाई ने लौंडा आते हुए।
Cheeky from RVK. Pops the cam, gets some info, sends him back.
Yeah, but you got to look at Alan's position as well, right? He's already sleuthed his way in through the tree while
आ रहे रॉफिल भाई के 5 किले।
again an arcade battle.
Yeah, RVK right at the helm. Jem Keen though gets damaged up this time, and somehow he's still alive, still kicking. If he gets a frag here, it'll be absolute murder. But Rawfield does manage to get out as they keep on pushing.
निकल जाएगा
That orb as well. Is it going to be the explosion into the site? You got to be careful of that trap wire, but he satchels through it.
Managed to get over the top of it. Apparently,
बहुत बढ़िया।
Rawfield, RVK, all fragging up a storm here for Orangutan.
हम यहाँ पे जिम की 7 HP के साथ कुछ कर पाएंगे? पीछे से तो देख रहे हैं, झुका पाएंगे? झुका दिया यहाँ पे एक और झुका नहीं झुका पाए।
For a little step longer, maybe there was more in it for him.
एंटी भाई ने झुका के घोड़ी बना दी।
Now Yoshi
घोड़ी तो बना।
inside heaven, last alive.
रॉफिल भाई ने बना दिया बे।
रॉफिल भाई ने पूरा गधा ही बना दिया।
7 and 27.
कह रहे झुको जरा।
To hit swift headshots without your opponents almost shooting back
भाई
at
तुम
you.
लोग को स्ट्रीम के बाद एक बार कॉल करो सब।
अरे सॉरी श्रेय भाई सॉरी
सबके सब कॉल करो, मैं बताता हूँ बाद में।
A little bit lesser equipped. You can try and, you know, manage your ultimate orbs as well.
मैं गाइस
पहले इसको कॉल करो श्रेय भाई।
हाँ देखो
हाँ एक मिनट ऊपर आना
सब
सब।
map 1 is not hitting orangutan hard here. They're off
क्या हुआ
in this one early. Hey, they got 2 rounds
क्या
in
हुआ
a
I
row.
want to know
एक मिनट ऑडियो म्यूट पे लगाना सर।
हाँ क्या
कर दिया।
Let's go चलो ओजी कमबैक तो कर रहा है।
हेलो पराग, व्हाट्स अप मैन?
Wow, they are playing so wonderful.
Go for it. That's quite bold. Pulls him off actually.
टोरेंको
कुशल को बैन करो ब्रो।
It's for
मैं तो
naught.
बोलती हूँ।
मेरे को क्या बैन करेगी?
You said playing so wonderful and then Scarz wins the round.
अरे वो मारा ना एक उन्होंने तो बोला।
लिंक सर्वर का
there to play on time, where there was still a lot of spare time on the clock for them to readjust and re-get the plant later. So with lesser equipped weaponry for Scarz, their plan of play is just a little bit more sweeter, a little bit quicker.
भाई कीबोर्ड ऐसे रखूंगा अब से मैं.
Scarz seem to be pretty happy, as well as their fans in the crowd.
2-3 भाई जीतेंगे जीतेंगे.
That we've had of all these teams with all their fans.
Let's go.
Feeling Komodo to be there in a venue where you've got the little signs and everyone's got such incredible writing. My handwriting sucks.
Rolling Thunder, ready to deploy for Tesseract on the back of contact from Aziz, and it's going to go out, but it's going to catch his teammate. From Jemkin.
Doesn't even matter at this point, but Tesseract at least will respond. That's the main thing. Look at the peak. He could have had more. But Yoshi gets the punishment on back, and now a couple of taps through. Still a 3-on-3 here as they're held back by the smoke.
Look at the ultimates though. Yoshi's going to be sending it in. The Rolling Thunder and the Orbital Strike, Mitch.
It makes it awkward. Toroneko has to face forward, and he'll get away for a little while longer. Look how close Rawfield and RVK are.
Those smokes are about to fade. He can put his own incendiary in towards one of the locations as well to buy some time.
They just needed to get to site, and they got there so quickly. Alan spotted out RVK, actually gets dinked in the process as well.
And he's stuck at the side.
Chalo Rawfield bhai, let's go.
So they know where
Yo Shuru, what's up?
From Alan.
Slow moon walk away, isn't it, from Rawfield?
Yeah, it's just going to
मतलब नहीं spike फूटने वाला है.
The next round essentially, if you can
save करेंगे.
He might be able to justify using the Blade Storm in the next round.
Drop over to a friend, Aziz.
Kill तो निकाल देंगे. अगर ये लोग पीछे की साइड आएंगे, bomb तो defuse.
But look, Scarz have rekindled their love for a lead, and a fourth round will be secured here, Komodo.
An expensive one in terms of the ultimates, though, right? Rolling Thunder, beginning, Orbital Strike, and
4-2.
Yeah.
Fracture, unique in the fact that you can.
भाई इन लोग का मैप है, Scarz का मैप है.
If you're managing the ulti orbs,
Scarz का पेपर है. ये क्या हो रहा है? अबे हाँ यार.
Like it for Scarz because they can get the.
एकदम से बढ़िया चल रहा होता है, एकदम से फिर वो हो जाता है.
Not too far away, obviously on the side of Orangutan though as well. Plenty more things can occur, but they just have to get a wriggle on. Like Ascent, the issue was how quickly Scarz were managing to extend out that lead.
Yeah.
सामने वाले गए, अरे भाई तगड़ा खेलने भाई.
Enough room to breathe.
बहुत तगड़ा.
Potentially not able to get a couple of rounds in a row. See if there's going to be any change when their rifles do come back, or if it's going to start here with the lackluster weaponry. That Blade Storm, of course, already popped up by Rawfield. Aziz the one to carry over the Vandal as you expected. But I do like the fact that it is a little bit slower for Scarz as well. Not 100% sure in if OGS are going to go fast into a position, if their buy is very substantial or it is the, you know, kind of real lesser equipped one. They know the blades are here, they just don't know where.
Well, RVK's gone hunting now as well, so he might get
some
info. Great shot from Aziz, Komodo. That's the weapon that was dropped over, as you mentioned.
One away from Showstopper 2. Could be huge in a round.
Absolutely. Rawfield, though, punished, denied. Now it's awkward. Tesseract, great shot, but Crystal again. Mr. Consistent, I want to call him the way he's been fragging. But now Aziz.
Hit the button.
Yeah. Firmly on there. Does actually throw off the aftershock, so it might give him some further info. There it is. Aziz picks up another, but Alan will respond very, very quickly now into this 2-on-2. Crystal's still alive, and he's been a demon. How does he go? With a third, apparently. RVK left alone, 1v2. Patience now. Can he find the right timing? Sheriff in hand. It's the weapon that suits him most, but no. Alan closes it out strong. Crystal continuing the charge.
The captain steadied the ship on those rocky rounds where they yeah, that's kind of nutty.
Man, these guys not even just stealing the ship. He's found territory, you know. He's
भाई भयंकर सीन है बे. 3v3 हाँ यार नहीं हुआ लेकिन.
Well, I will say there was.
भाई उधर नेट फेंक देता. तो जो नेट अगर उधर फेंक देते क्या मजा आ जाता.
They got a couple of good kills.
उड़ी आते वो लोग.
Trade. But yeah, at the end of the day, the round gathered for Scarz, and I do believe with the timer we are getting a bit of a discussion to be seeing for OGS, I would say.
It's got to happen again. I think it's just really the only opportunity. They need to have a conversation about why or how, you know, we can get back into this, because those 2 rounds that they found back-to-back were pretty good.
कुछ तो करना पड़ेगा भाइयों, कुछ तो करना पड़ेगा.
Exactly right. You know, that they show signs of life here, but I don't know.
बात तो
They
सही है
haven't
भाई,
been
बात तो
able
सही
to find their mojo, I guess I'll call it, in this series so far. Scarz have very much been leading the charge, and as we saw earlier, you know, D plus Kia felled by Bonkers, Bleed made look mortal by Orangutan.
Saying of Bleed, right? 4 attackers rounds that Orangutan were able to put up. If they can get that here and have the same defensive start that they had of 6 in a row, they can make this one look competitive. I think that may be enough to get them into the mindset to win this map.
Yeah.
To
End में
get
बस
the ball rolling.
यार अब कुछ बोल नहीं सकते हो ना उस चीज पे.
It just is crazy, you know, that streak obviously that Bleed had.
Yeah, honestly, it needs
निकलना तो चाहिए यार.
Again, they have so much
कर
success
सकते
when
हैं.
he is shooting.
Possible.
There are over 20 kills in the series despite the loss for Bleed on the map of Fracture.
देखो बलबीर भाई, what's going to
A
happen?
little bit down, but if you have him popping off,
Let's go!
it's gonna be a start in the right direction, at least.
मारो 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 मारो.
Popping off has been Crystal.
Well, the operator is actually going to go out for Raw Fuel on this defensive side. So remember, 6 is what they're going to be chasing for their defense.
Let's go by Raw Fuel by coming with
the greatest
stop.
start for them though. Crystal with the Night Fall at the dish. A very common occurrence, as I said.
अरे बलबीर भाई ऐसे नहीं बोलते दोस्त. क्या लिख रहे हो?
Territory for him. A main control at least established by Orangutan.
Changing it up to Arcade. They've really been liking Arcade in this map so far. Orangutan happy enough to put a bit of pressure here with their duelists too, changing it up.
Aziz has got the showstopper as well, can pull it at any time.
Yeah, but the problem is when. He hasn't spotted anyone just yet, and that's going to be a little bit of a time-sensitive issue where Scarz can start to scale up. He can rip it whenever he wants now because he knows that they are starting to progress here. There's that Nightfall.
Does he throw it? Does he use it? Obviously getting into position now. He absolutely does. Aziz getting the opener here, and it's Gem Keen with a response, but Aziz with another. Does get taken down quickly, though, however, by Yoshi. So it's back into this 3-on-3 as that spike's going to go down.
And Crystal's going to turn to play a little bit of a flank watcher now as well.
भाई लोग क्या मार रहे हैं?
Now on the raw field, Tesseract together.
भाई जेमकिन तो क्या ही मार रहा है भाई?
There's an operator here.
Yeah, absolutely. But look at Crystal's positioning as well. He's able to actually lock in towards the underground pass there.
He did it already, remember?
Yeah. Knows a flank.
7-5 ही होने वाला है.
Oh, come on.
Hi Alexa.
Hi.
What is up?
Everything's fine. जैसे मैंने
Hey,
YouTube
ये
खोला
मेरा
सबसे
ये
ऊपर
हमारी
पे.
Alexa है. Hi.
Hi.
हमारी Alexa क्या है? मेरी Alexa. हेलो. हमारी
मेरी Alexa
तू कौन है?
मेरी और की है.
तू कौन है?
हम हम सब.
तू कौन है भाई? हम लोग की
मेरी
टीम
और
की है
है,
वो.
तू कौन है?
अरे मेरे टीम की है वो.
अरे टीम में
टीम
कौन
मेरे
है?
साथ खेलती. मेरे साथ
गलत
खेलती है वो.
Sorry,
भाई
गलत promotion
अजीज ने
कर
मारा अच्छा.
नहीं नहीं टीम खत्म बिंगो अभी.
हमारी टीम एसेंशन के
निकलनी
लिए
चाहिए.
2 खेली थी और 5th पोजीशन में आई थी.
गेटिंग ओवर इट खेलो यार. ओनली अब कह रहा है.
तुम लोग को
गेटिंग ओवर इट
पता है
थोड़ी.
तन्वी
फोकस करेंगे
तुम लोग को पता है तन्वी सुपर सब थी.
सुपर सब क्या?
क्या?
3 दिन के इवेंट के लिए.
अरे तो मेरे को स्केड्यूल आया था बट मेरा स्केड्यूल फ्री नहीं था तो मैंने नहीं किया.
बात सही है.
समझ.
पिंगू.
अच्छा तेरे पास
हाँ।
ड्राफ्ट लिस्ट था ना पिंगू?
क्या हाल है?
तो तन्वी लाइक एक थी ना आई गेस.
यही तो है तन्वी.
अच्छा मेरे को नहीं पता.
पता है.
अलीका तन्वी. पूरा नाम क्या है तन्वी?
वो नहीं बता.
एलिका.
बहुत गंदा नाम है.
मैं बताऊं तन्वी. मैं बताऊं तन्वी. तन्वी.
बताए यार श्री भाई बताए यार.
अरे ना वो पूरा पेज है पूरा चेयर.
साय तन्वी शेरवानी है
पूरा
मेरा
पेज.
नाम.
क्या 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 क्या?
अल्फा जी किसके?
एक बार फिर से.
ठीक है, आजा.
साय तन्वी शेरवानी.
नाइस.
याद करने में टाइम लगेगा.
फर्स्ट कॉल करके बोलता है मैं 5 मिनट में आ रहा हूँ. 5 मिनट में डायरेक्ट आ जाता. कॉल करने की जरूरत थोड़ी थी.
भाई क्या नाम है ये?
अरे पिंगू पॉन्डी चलता है ना ब्रो. मजाक नहीं कर रही. पॉन्डी चलता है पिंगू.
क्या है यार
अरे
पॉइंट बस
क्या हो
पानी
रहा है?
है बीच है कुछ
पॉइंट
नहीं
मेरे
है.
को पॉइंट में कुछ खास नहीं लगता.
रहने दे पिंगू. तू कभी लंच भी नहीं किया मेरे साथ.
हाँ जी.
लंच कितने बार क्या खाए हम लोग. चिकन बिरयानी खाए.
भाई वो क्या मिस हुआ?
भाई रॉ फ्यूल हैड वन चांस टू टर्न इट.
अरे वेट. Shrey and Pingu, tell me one thing.
Hi, Jalebi.
I think there should be a term in Valorant for people who can't hit the shots from back.
From back.
पीछे से जब पीछे से
I
जब enemies को
swear
देखते हैं, few
Rafael
people
भाई
can't
blunder
connect
हो
shots,
गया
especially pro players.
ट्रू
भाई ब्लंडर कर दिया
अरे
Rafael ने।
यार टैप करना चाहिए था।
व्हाट्सअप
अरे
जलेबी
तेसरा
क्या
का
हाल
नो
है?
चांस टाइम ही नहीं था ना
भाई क्या हो रहा था?
भाई राफेल भाई।
किसी ने 9-3 नहीं बोला था ना?
Did you notice something strange?
मैंने बोला था भैया।
अरे सलवार भाई भी बैठे हैं क्या?
Better performance in eco rounds compared to full
हाँ
buy.
भाई OG has better performance in equal round
You
भाई
know,
ना।
in ecos compared to, but वो pistol round हमेशा हारते हैं, ये कैसी बात हुई?
भाई
सैड है यार ये।
ना भाई Rafael had that one chance to turn the game.
I know. It's okay, happens. Most of
अरे
the pro
भाई, ये क्या
players के
हुआ?
साथ ये होता
Brilliant play. But at least a promising sign for OGS that they have another gun round.
Guys, एक सेकंड देना यार।
We've got a couple of ultimates. Antidote's one away from the orbital strike. But as the A main halls get cleared on out, will RVK pop his camera for the info? Orb gathered, camera popped, destroyed. Rotations to come to A, because it's quick from Scarz.
Fire in the hole, he reckons, as Jem Keen at the helm does drop RVK. Great start also. Maybe some tickle damage almost onto the man in heaven in Tesseract. But oh, great shot here as a response. Now the roll
भाई,
down the turret.
let's go Tesseract।
Underneath the side. It's a great
निकल
flash
सकता है।
point as well from
हम लड़के
Tesseract.
ऐसे भाव नहीं देते रिया, हम पूरे सिग्मा बॉय।
And he will be taken quickly by Aziz.
They got one.
They made it
और
happen.
दो round
है।
निकालो।
वो moment
आ रहा है, आ रहा है।
तो मैं खेल लूंगा।
आ रहा है, आ रहा है।
But most importantly, that rolling thunder
Coming.
OG is coming back.
For Scarz at the end, the
अरे,
flood from
yes,
them
that's
out through the
me.
sands, the big old pick
Oh,
from Royal
Jan-
Field, as we see
Jana.
it on there, just caught. Trying to get
भाई,
into the side
nice
of
one,
Scarz,
Tess।
not expecting the
बहुत
disruption
तगड़ा।
of those
Copyright
smokes
आ रहा
either. Bit of a
है।
change up.
इससे नहीं आता यार, कौन सिखाते यार तुम्हारे को YouTube
अरे
के
नहीं
बारे में?
आता भाई,
Throwing a little
पता
bit of
है।
a pebble in this pond that they have started to make pretty.
बहुत बढ़िया बलबीर भाई।
ओरिजिनल प्ले का उतना तो पता है भाई, हम रोज काम
क्या
करते हैं
यार
YouTube के
इसमें
साथ।
भाई, क्या सीन है यार?
Straight.
Back
What
towards
is that
three.
laptop
Now they
guy
send
say,
that
यार?
rolling thunder
अरे
in
उसको
towards
पूछा
sight,
हूँ,
and
वो
Crystal
बोल रहा है कि
still
अरे
with
नहीं।
ये छुट्टी लेके गाँव
अरे
गया है,
नहीं।
तो आ जाएगा एक दो दिन में।
overzealous there.
बहुत बढ़िया
Friend
राफिल।
Raw gets one back, but Alan's also there to trade. So
There's a
now
bubble, there's a
Fujitsu
bubble, say,
with that
click on the
spike
bubble.
about to be planted.
Oh, reward claim a bonus है ना उधर
हाँ,
click
समझी,
करो।
समझी,
For when they go to go
Get
for
started,
this
highlight my
retake, if
message.
they go to go for this retake, Antidote will get an
सही
orbital
बात है,
on a
सही
kill.
बात है।
Tuffy in general. That's a great catch though by the spy cam. So at least they know
Yeah,
exactly
Vicky.
as to where Yoshi
Left
is.
भी
But it's
ऊपर।
planted in for A main. They should have an understanding
अच्छा,
about
दिख
where the
रहे
rest
हैं।
of these
Drone is
members are.
They use the
Impossible to
North,
retake.
remember? A cage has to go
Straight
on the spike or the
जो
sky smoke, at least
एजी
for
ने
some
वीडियो
protection.
शूट करके
Yeah,
डाला
Yoshi
ना
looking to
साउथ
throw
एशिया
down
का
that,
ओजी
क्या
का
बोलते थे
Johnny।
Shwari?
So they have to get moving.
Yeah,
उसमें
this
वो
is very-
एंटीडोट नहीं था ना जो खेल रहा था
Oh, they
शॉट्स।
don't know it's on all of
तो
the
anti था ना,
all
they were
the
there.
main.
Absolutely,
Oh,
everything
anti
just
था
completely
क्या?
locking in.
उसका
But that
face
time
नहीं
continues to
दिखाए थे
tick
ना
Komodo.
बस।
They
हाँ,
haven't
वो
even had a
किसी का
chance
नहीं
to get
दिखाए
onto
थे
it.
वो
They tap
face।
now to at least pull some info, but there's just not enough
मैंने
time at all.
आरबीके
So
का
that's
देखा
the
है,
round
but
basically
आरबीके
done.
का
And
नहीं
Come on,
here
let's
is
go.
Unless.
अरे यार।
Unless.
That would have been tight.
वे
Yeah,
close
that
था,
would have
close
been
था।
a huge
बिरयानी
round.
खा रहा था
Yeah,
तुमको याद करके।
two weapons away.
क्लोज था यार, क्लोज था चैट, क्लोज था।
Right?
हो सकता था।
Time at the end of it because of the-
Very close, very close, you know?
Cypher would have been KJ or something, but RBK is good at Cypher,
You're at
so
a
no
player
comments.
disadvantage still.
Very
You wanna be
close, भाई।
trapping that spike, baiting out your
Don't
opponents
go
to
out
try
like
and
this,
get the
at least
kill,
और
right?
एक हाथ में।
It's just proving to be a
No
little
comments.
too difficult for them to do that.
भाई ये तो तगड़ा मारा अजीज ने।
बंद था क्या?
हाँ, bleed के against 2-1 था। ना 2-0 close गया था वो।
The tree box, you know, getting
ना 2-1
2-1, yeah,
2-1
exactly.
yeah.
यार कितने लोग वहाँ पे स्कार्स को सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं भाई?
हाँ यार।
Pingu, I support
इन लोग
you,
को भी
bro.
होना चाहिए था।
Yes, Spars, love you, baby.
Oh
god.
मैं स्पर्श ने पता है मेरे साथ प्लान बनाया था कि हम जाएंगे बैंकॉक, याद है स्पर्श?
अरे मत डिप्रेशन मत दे।
सब देख के रखा था बंदे ने।
अबे भाई अक्ष भाई क्या हाल है?
बस 20,000
कुछ भाई पतले हो गए? अबे अक्ष भाई जिम जा रहा हूँ रोज।
अकेले घूमने जा रहे तुम लोग? ठीक है रे, ठीक है।
गए नहीं ना।
वही भी सलोर के साथ जाएगा। बाय।
इंगू भाई मेरे को भी ले लेना यार।
कुशल, हाँ बाकी सब लोग हम अलग से जाएंगे।
डन सीन है भाई।
कहाँ
ओए देख
जा भी ले चलो।
ओए
कहाँ जा रहा है? कहाँ जा रहा है?
मैंने
पिंक
मनी की
कॉल किया था।
पिंकू भूल गया और वो डॉली ने पूरा नटेला कुनाफा गंदा वाला खा लिया था यार। आई हेट हर फॉर दैट।
पिंकू कहाँ जा रहा है तू मेरे बिना?
भाई ऐसी, अरे भाई
कहाँ जा रहा है तू मेरे बिना?
अरे ये लोग जा रहे हैं अकेले अकेले, हम अलग प्लान बनाते हैं। अलेक्सा तू, मैं, सनलॉर्ड, कुशाल।
हाँ
ठीक है?
पराग भी
हाँ डॉली को तुम लेके जाओ, चलेगा, तुम लेके जाओ।
अरे नहीं, मैं डॉली सूजन जाएंगे, ठीक है?
जाओ।
अभी निकलो।
यहाँ पे भी मैं इग्नोर हो रहा हूँ।
वो तो सबके पास है भाई, अभी किसके पास नहीं वो बताओ।
बाय बाय।
ये एलेक्सा ने वायरल किया
फ्लोर
है।
वाला है गर्मी।
आई ले।
अबे क्या हो रहा है भाई?
ऐसा कहीं को रे, मेरे को क्यों एक्सपोज करते हैं चैट सब लोग, क्या है यार?
ये राउंड कर सकता है।
क्या बोल रहे हो? राउंड ही करता हूँ।
दैट क्रॉसर
9-3 कर्स बोलते हैं अभी, देखो तुम।
भाई अब देखो सीधा 13 होएगा भाई।
चलो सब तालियां मारेंगे एक साथ। पहले तालियां मारो तभी जीतेंगे, वरना नहीं जीतेंगे।
मार दी भाई।
मार दी।
जोर से।
ओए तन्वी, ओए तन्वी, ओए लिखा। मैं ये बोल रहा हूँ कि तुम सब प्लान किए जा रहे हो, मेरे को पूरे इग्नोर कर दिया उस प्लान में।
तुम कौन बात कर रहा है? स्पर्श?
हाँ?
भाई
तुम दोनों तो अलग प्लान बना रहे थे, वही तो बोल रही थी
निकाल
तेरा
दो
plan।
भाई।
अच्छा पिंगो, मैं सच बताऊं, एरिका से पहले मैं तेरे को 2 मिस कॉल मारे थे जो तूने देखे नहीं होंगे। उस बारे में तो
हाफ टाइम गाइस।
करने नहीं वाला।
लेट्स गो 9-3
कब, किस दिन? भाई प्लेग्राउंड में बिजी था यार, मैं मैच खेल रहा था।
नहीं
आएगा गाइस, कम बैक।
नहीं,
कम बैक रियल होएगा।
क्लबिंग में गए।
ओके लेट्स नॉट टॉक अबाउट दैट। पिंगू वेरी कंट्रोवर्शियल, वेरी
मेरी जान आ गया मैं लाइन पे बट्टे।
See, Pingu doesn't go to tourist areas. He only goes to Kasol to do Kasol. That's it. No more. Nothing. No comments.
ये मैं क्या, मैं बहुत सारी जगह गया, पुणे गया, मुंबई गया,
मैं पुणे
गोवा भी गया।
सब घूमने घामने की बातें कर रहे हैं, मैच चलाओ। नॉर्डविन कब स्ट्रीम करना है इसके बाद? यार नॉर्डविन की कर नहीं सकते मेरे ख्याल से, उसके लिए मेरे को पहले परमिशन चाहिए रहेगी। मैं पूछ लूंगा। अबे भाई मिल जाए भाई, बीजीएमआई की बढ़िया करूं, मजा आ जाएगा यार। क्या कहते हो वेनम भाई? नॉर्ड फाइनल्स अभी आज फाइनल है। आज थोड़े ना फाइनल्स। फाइनल्स की ले लूंगा भाई, फाइनल्स की मैं लेता हूँ, देखता हूँ, बात करता हूँ रोहित भैया से, अगर दिलवा दे दो। मिल जाए भाई वॉच पार्टी का तो मजा आ जाए।
1v2 or 2v2, whatever situations.
Well, the pistol round, look at the pressure the Scarz are already getting in towards the dish. This is a full flank. This is really quick into the camera, but for OGS, it's into the site.
Absolutely. Molly goes down, but Rawfield's actually already past it, so they should be able to find that site relatively quickly.
भाई
Spike does go down.
लग रहा मुझे ये आने वाला है। अब अपने राउंड है, अब अपने राउंड है गाइस।
Well, where Torrenegger has all three, they can wait a couple of seconds for.
नॉर्डविन आया कॉपीराइट पे, मैं तभी कह रहा हूँ पहले परमिशन लेनी पड़ेगी भाई। ये भी परमिशन मिली है तभी कर पा रहे बलबीर भाई, राइट से परमिशन ली है।
Awkward to the fact where we actually had to see Old Mate Antidote move inside the sky.
Nice for Anti, bhai.
As a reward for it, but Crystal will be able to respond. He gets the second as well. This man will not stop in any way, shape or form to keep his team afloat. Now onto that defuse, but look at Tesseract. There it is.
हेलो मेरी आवाज आ रही है?
हाँ सब सब गायब हो गए।
They don't want this series to end, and nor do we.
चलो एक राउंड
आ गया भाई, आ गया।
With no real damage, no real pressure being
सनलॉर्ड
assigned
भाई का नया
towards
नाम रख दिया,
Scarz.
क्रिएटिविटी
Yes, we do
कम
see
है
Crystal
क्या?
extending his kill lead, getting the kills, but
नहीं मिलेगा कुशल नॉर्डविन का। क्यों नहीं मिलेगा बलबीर भाई? मिल जाएगा, पूछना पड़ेगा यार। दे सकते हैं। नॉर्डविन में किसको जानता? लक्ष्य भाई को कॉल करूंगा। देखो अगर नॉर्डविन परमिशन देता होगा तो मिल जाएगी, अगर परमिशन दी ही नहीं होगी, बहुत सिर्फ लिमिटेड लोगों को दी होगी तो चीज अलग है, तो नहीं मिलेगा।
with one piece to get back into this map. That pistol round, but they have to convert this second hit.
Going for the exact same play here from Orangutan. Does spot out Yoshi, but Torrenegger inside the corner.
Nice.
Does get one, and Crystal with another as a respondent, but Alan,
nice.
Not much he can do there. 3 alive. Pretty solid result there. Rawfield, who we did mention to earlier, getting that 3K.
भाई,
so they do
खेल दिया श्रेय भाई।
अरे ये कुछ
Orangutan win one more.
क्या ले स्लो भाई?
अरे ये कुशल ये वही है ना जिसने इंटेल में रेस खेला था?
यार देखो मेरे को तब
इंटेल का बैंगलोर का इवेंट हुआ था, ये रेस खेल रहा था और साला 2-3 किल पे।
अरे मेरे को भाई
बीजीएमआई प्लेयर है भाई।
अरे मैं तो खेलता ही नहीं था तब वैलो, मेरे को पता भी नहीं था क्या गेम है। भाई उसको ड्रैग करके ऊपर ले गई भाई।
एली का मैं मेकअप
मेरे
नहीं
मेरे को नहीं
करती मी
मैं म्यूट करके
तो करो अच्छी लगोगी माइक ड्रॉप।
मतलब मैं किसी की हिस्ट्री जो मैं है
अभी
उसमें
जो बोला
इन्वॉल्व
वो
हूँ या नहीं।
इग्नोर करते रहना स्लो ब्लेड, ये सब नहीं बोलना cause हम लोग
सरदार जी इतना नहीं तोड़ना था यार।
ना ना ठीक है, मेरे को नहीं रहता आइडिया, तन्वी को रहता है, यही सब कुछ करती है काम। It's not I mean it's fine actually.
या चिल।
सरदार
अच्छा
जी
ओए अभी भी
स्पर्श को इसीलिए बुलाती, स्पर्श कंटेंट देता है, फुल कंटेंट
चार
देता है
मीनार
भाई।
पे एक दुकान डालनी है मुझे, क्या करेगा एक दुकान डाल के उधर।
तन्वी अभी भी मैं बोल रहा हूँ we can still plan a trip, maybe not because of event but in general trip plan कर सकते हैं।
एक काम करो ऊपर जाके बात कर लो दोनों।
क्या स्प्रिंग फेस्टिवल
कब?
अबे यार भाई मेरा दिल ऐसा धक हो रहा है। लिमिटेड बस को मिली है परमिशन। हाँ वही है, होता है वो होता है। नॉटविन लिमिटेड ही रहते हैं यार, सबको नहीं मिलता। अभी राइट वाला भी सबको नहीं मिला है, क्रिएटर्स थोड़े ही क्रिएटर्स को मिला है मेरे ख्याल से। लेकिन मिला भाई, मैंने कहा मैं तो करूंगा भाई, मजा आता है वॉच पार्टी करने में। बैच देखो बढ़ गया अपना बकेटी काटते हुए। यार निकाल दो, यार राउंड निकाल दो, शायद 2 मैचेस का परमिशन देते हैं। हाँ होता होगा ऐसे, इसमें भी है वैसे। मतलब अगर सारे दिन करनी है तो सारे दिन की भी परम्स मिलेगी, वरना 2 दिन तो मिनिमम मिल जाता है।
Still a level of hesitancy.
अबे उन लोग के कॉल सुनाई दे रहे हैं।
For them to hold down though here, Komodo.
Yeah, absolutely. Both cages popped in for Allen. He's feeling the sweat.
Starting to move on in. Oh, geez, Rawfield does actually manage to catch the timing though, and ultimately finding Allen, and it's a second as well. This is a much better performance here from Orangutan because they will get the spike planted.
3-player flank to come in for Scarz as well. It's essentially them having an entry into the site.
Not planted for Tree either this time round, but Yoshi does make one on a way back in, and now he can rotate around to join the rest of his team here. So that was the linchpin, getting the member in the tunnels there.
Full kit of util for all of these players though, Mitch.
Yeah, Rawfield's position. I like it. As Antidote does manage to just dodge out, but they have to hold the line. Crystal finds it. Aziz will get another, but it's back to that 3-on-2. And I don't know if they're actually overly keen. They're just going to be limping their way away from here. So that's going to be a round done for Orangutan. 6 now secured. They are certainly showing that there is still some game left.
Yep, there's more to come from them. A gun round secure, surviving with 3. That blade storm available if Rawfield wants as well, just in case Aziz and RVK are going to be dropping down to something like the lighter shields or lacking utility. There's always going to be that suggestion available in this round next. And again, I'm looking towards the 4th round, because I always love when we get to a 4th round that's a gun round, because that's where we start to get towards those big ultimates as well, right? Your 7s and your 8s, especially when it does come towards Fracture. So I want to be seeing what sort of spice is going to be added to this mix for this next round. What are we going to be getting out from Scarz on their defense to try and get around back, to try and seal this deal on a 2-0? Because Crystal's 1 away from the Nightfall, we've got 1 away from the Neural Theft and the Orbital Strike. There's a lot of information.
कौन सी और में हो? Hello भाई, मैं किसी और में नहीं हूँ.
Might I add, a 3-player crunch up towards the
6-10
arcade.
आ सकता है भाई अभी भी.
But OGS, they're not going to meet any resistance over.
हो सकता है, अभी भी हो सकता है.
Finding that timing now. They haven't really given a sniff out towards this.
Let's go!
But now they are going to put the foot down on the accelerator. Straight into
Allen.
Didn't quite get it. Koroneko also dropping Aziz in the process as well, but they do go 2 for 2. Site will be secured, but that's the Nightfall. They look to get
3v3.
We spoke about how Scarz don't like to hold off.
Yeah, not at all. And the shots for Jim Keen onto That's the spike in such a bad position.
Yeah, why is it there? How is it being dropped in this one? Tesseract at least does get to respond in a degree, but he's still trying to fight the fight to get that spike from position.
भाई तुम किस बूट कैम्प में हो? मैं अपने घर पे हूँ भाई, किसी बूट कैम्प में नहीं हूँ.
Good response. Crystal makes it a 1v1.
1v1 भाई.
Now has a long way to go. Does Crystal know that the spike is still in position at Sands?
They might have expected RVK to already get it because there's been such time since the spike carry.
30 seconds है भाई सिर्फ.
30 seconds at this point in time. It is that gamble stack. Any tendencies
आवाज कहाँ गई भाई लोगों की?
show where they want to go. For RVK though, this is
वो
a
ज़्यादा
path where
dark
he
हो
has
गया
to clear
क्या?
the most angles
Yeah.
before getting the spike.
मेरा
That's
room.
going to pose a problem. 10
Light
seconds
चला
essentially
Has
to
to
run and
go.
go and get that spike. He's looking for
सही
Crystal,
लग रहा है।
who's happy enough to take an individual angel because Crystal will have access to a haunt. He's heard the running though. 7, 6, he needs the kill.
Let's go.
From Crystal.
Bye.
That is
Touchy
ill
mara.
timed.
I was going to say the patience was really
Nice
starting
round,
to pay
nice
off
round,
for
nice
Crystal, but
Bhai,
RVK
let's
was
go.
to spot the line on the
कमरा
cross.
तो sexy है तुम्हारा, अरे thank you भाई।
So he had to swing for it, and RVK
घर में अभी
connect with the shot.
हाँ
It's one of those things for Crystal as well.
पहलो खेलो अबे भाई क्या मारा भाई
He'll see the clock. A
खतरनाक
teammate will tell him potentially.
ओजी कर दो भाई
Wait for the clock. There's no time for plant, right?
7-10 हो आ रहा है गाइस कमबैक आ रहा
But
है
again,
होएगा
any
होएगा
round that OGS are getting, it is just going to lift up their spirits so much. And Mitch, that's the player who has been the least
Let's go, let's go, let's
in
go.
this map so far for Orangutan. Okay. Similar start for Orangutan. Wanted to go through Dish. Currently, only Alan
गलत पेल दिया भाई वही तो
by himself. No assistance from his team. They don't really have too much of a buy either. Bit of a party mix. Alan with a Bucky, by the way.
Hey, things can happen with that bad boy. We know it. But they're going to be straight in towards this side again. And didn't quite get where he wanted to now in Aziz. He has got to the top of the site now, but Alan's still in position.
Let's go भाई
We'll make quick work of him. So that's going to be him taken down.
भाई नेड या वो मार दे कुछ भी अल्ट वल्ट मार दे भाई अजीज मजा आ जाएगा
Delivered to for Scarz.
नाइस अजीज नाइस अजीज
Aziz is fragging up a storm in this one.
ब्रो
Doesn't look
crazy
like
clutch
really
निकाला
anything
अजीज
left. I mean,
भाई क्या
Crystal
मारा
is
अजीज
frag.
ने
He's 23 and 9. But it looks like he's about to be hunted down.
easy.
Let's go
Again, 3 players alive for OGS.
Straight runs to
Continue to go like this. You slowly but surely build up a little.
1-1 guys 1-1 होएगा 1-1 होएगा 1-1 होएगा
चलो नाइस एक और राउंड खाते में
Is it starting to rear its ugly head? I don't know. 10 to 8. A single defense.
Comeback is very real guys very friend my grand
We were asking for OGS.
भाई क्या मारा
Be
सीधे
better in your attackers rounds. You all need to be better in your rifle rounds. more
Sexy
importantly.
भाई
And they are starting to deliver.
Yeah, slow and steady as it does start to have a
दीदी परेशान हो
resurgence
गई
here for Orangutan. We were begging for it.
Yeah.
Really wanted this to occur.
Aggression.
नेड वेट चल रहा है भयंकर एकदम
Time and time again, and
चलो
they pass
चलो
it around.
चलो
Wants to get excited, wants to get into the action early, but Orangutan, they themselves are going really fast as well. Remember, they're changing up. They're wondering what has been working.
चलो रॉफिल भाई बढ़ते हुए आगे भाई रॉफिल भाई मारेंगे
This time though,
They're off the site, so they're going to have to allow them to come in and play for the retake again. Rolling Thunder, it's going to come out. It's going to make it really, really awkward.
Let's go,
Aziz
Aziz.
here does get the opening.
Let's go,
the
let's go.
Strike.
they got him.
Aziz clipped just on the end, but another
44.
orbital strike, and Toroneko gets another. Jeez, what is going
भाई
on?
टक्कर का चल रहा है मैच
Tesseract and Gem Keen, they're trading these frags back to front, left to right.
If RVK
3v3
you'll have an idea of where all of the players are going to be mounting this retake from.
Yeah. How quickly do they look to try and fight this? Haunt, no info. Everyone up in the tower. And it's made of ivory at this point in time as they try to hold their best work.
They have to go for the fights. There's no util.
Half ticked. Toroneko was punished, but now Alan trying to get into position again.
Let's go!
Left on
Let's go!
Crystal.
Sexy, भाई sexy.
Again with another multi-frag who has been doing it.
एक और भाई एक और
Time and time again. He's been
ये तो भी निकलेगा ये तो ये तो 10 तो स्कोर है ही बस अगर उन लोग के रेस ने 2-3 उड़ा दिया ना अल्ट से तो मुश्किल हो जाएगा
When it comes to this map playing on the breach.
ट्रू हो सकता है
हाँ मैं बंद करके रखा
Charge with the stuns, with the flashes, with the
क्या मारा भाई रॉफिल ने एकदम
crucially. And it feels like as well, this aggression that Orangutan.
ऐसे भाई कह रहे ऐसे ही मारूंगा
I swear if OG wins against Scarz,
We know they're a team that
फिर लोग वो लॉजिक निकालेंगे OG beats Scarz, Scar beats ये Bonkers, Bonkers beat Damwon. ये लॉजिक किस तरह
अरे मैं बताती हूँ Scarz beat Bonkers, Bleed beat OG, Bleed was defeated by Scarz.
gun round from Scarz.
So who's better? OG.
भाई मुझे लगा बाहर देगा OG से
Who's better OG? Let's go.
This was too close, भाई. अरे shit, भाई.
भारी को.
Looks like OG is not the only team who has a good eco round.
भारी को भाई.
अरे भाई बूमबॉट बच्चे ने बचा लिया.
यार ये राउंड आना था.
10-10 हो जाता यार. केज गया.
अरे केज गलत जगह गिरा.
क्या ही रीड किया उनको.
अरे मस्त टैग करके बैठेगा.
उनको पता था आएंगे मस्त.
भाई मैंने एक कॉम खेला जिसमें ओपोनेंट टीम पता है क्या खेल रहे थे, साइफर और केजे. इतना अनोइंग गेम हो गया था वो. कहीं भी जाए कुछ ना कुछ ट्रैप आ जाता था.
अरे भाई दोनों एकदम सामने ऐसा पीक करके बैठे थे वो लोग.
बेटर टीम है, बेटर प्लेयर्स है
भाई. तो
एकदम ऐसा पीक करके भाई एकदम ऐसा.
मेरे सामने 5 सेंटिनल भी होते पर भी मैं साइड ले लेता भाई.
नहीं मैं ये बोल रहा हूँ भाई 13-5 जीत गए थे हम, बट वो थोड़ा अनोइंग गेम था. ये बोल रहा हूँ
भाई यार जीतना पड़ेगा.
तो बोला हार गए.
बाई चांस मैंने केओ खेल लिया था, नहीं तो कुछ भी पॉसिबल ही नहीं था जीतना.
केओ खेल के सेंटिनल को ये सैड भाई क्या सुना.
भाई डॉक्टर के हाथ गरम क्यों हो रहे हैं.
अरे जेपी कोई ना यार, कुछ नहीं बोलते. जेपी वो बुरा मान जाएगा, ऐसे नहीं बोलते यार. जल्दी बात.
वो जेपी का बोला.
तेरी नहीं, मैं चैट से बात कर रहा हूँ.
Taking it up to 10-10. For now, there is still an opportunity for them to bring this back, right? You know, that's not just over yet. 12 has
sponsor है भाई ये
been secured
जेपी
by
टीम के.
Scarz.
No, it's not D-Day, is it yet? Not whatsoever in this map here of Fracture.
खेल के तो सांगवान गेयो में खेल के तो सांगवान भी क्या समझा नहीं.
कितने स्पॉन्सर्स होते भाई जेपी टीम्स के. मतलब उनका बस बैक साइड में जितने लोगों से ना उतना तो यहाँ की पूरी टीम को मिला के हो जाता है.
हाँ वो तो पता है. जेपी ये समझ गया.
I am seeing a
Jagdish
stacking of
Prakash
players towards B for Scarz. I am seeing an expectation on tree aggression for them. That's exactly what's going to be happening here. No crunch to also happen though through the A-hole.
अबे मैं म्यूट हूँ बताओ.
Send some packing at least for now.
Yeah.
Some shots.
ये राउंड निकालना पड़ेगा भाई ओजी को. ये वाला निकालना ही पड़ेगा.
Let the time kind of simmer a little bit, it would seem. A bit of utility used. Answerings back from Orangutan. Also something to note here, Mitch, is that Kushal is one away from the Nightfall, but we're going to have a battle at the tree
yes,
here.
We are. They are close and personal, but it's going to be Aziz to get one. Aftershock works out, but Aziz gets another back, and so does RVK. Site should be securable, but Toroneko, he's still here, Komodo.
Neural theft. He's going to have to fight through it.
Nice!
It's Aziz.
Bro, Aziz is too good.
Now 1 versus 4, and he might not even be able to live out that plant. Nah, he's out. Doesn't want to bar of it at all, and that's Orangutan with 10 now here, double digits.
Go without a fight.
They won't let anything go without a fight, if I be honest.
Is it only me or you guys also feel like OG last minute तक wait करके last minute पे comeback ज़्यादा करते हैं?
नहीं.
I don't know, man.
See, this is the
Global
first
Esports
time.
ऐसे लगती थी. Global Esports एकदम ऐसी लगती थी मेरे को. Last
आवाज किसे? अरे हाँ यार. मैं म्यूट. Sorry.
ये OG ये वाले लाइनअप का OG का ये like first time debut है.
First time कैसे debut होगा? अभी तो खेला वो लोगों ने Ascension.
नहीं मैं इंटरनेशनल टीम के अगेंस्ट बोल रहा हूँ.
अबे पागल है क्या?
हाँ
पिछले VCT ऑफ सीजन में कौन खेला? नहीं था OG.
But that time it was not Aziz in the team.
मैं हैदराबादी स्टाइल बात करना क्या करना है
भाई. ये लोग का डिस्कशन अलग लेवल का यार. मेरे को तो तब गेम भी नहीं पता थी इतनी अच्छे से. नाइस वन भाई, नाइस वन. आ गया गाइस एक राउंड और.
See the aggression from Scarz out into the tree really early on, and they get that as a position for their own.
10-11. OG वन भाई, जीतना ही पड़ेगा. और भाई अभी तक भूख नहीं लगी. बोला है यार, खाना बना रहे. बन रहा है.
Just get the better of them, and now a similar slower start for rounds.
OG वन भाई जीत जाए भाई, और क्या चाहिए यार.
The first one to lose their lives. Kushal, of course, with that death, getting the Nightfall. It's the only ultimate that they have right now. Yoshi 2 away from the Rolling Thunder will be the next, but with 3 players over towards this B side of the map, you're going to see Toroneko play for where he can smoke as quick as possible. And then Alan left to his own devices over at A.
OG का plant है भाई. देखो किधर जाते हैं.
Time in this round. Now finally OGS starting
ए जा रहे.
information as they look to clear.
क्या है आज खाने में? आज है खाने में
They
पनीर.
don't know exactly where they want to be going just yet.
और आज है फ्राइडे रात में टिक्का राइस.
Komodo as of late, right? I felt that the pace was so much quicker on some of the earlier maps that we've had of today, but this is really
nice.
Yeah, Yoshi had to get out of that situation. He's been stuck time and time again with those paint shells. There it is, Crystal taking out RBK. Now, you can rely on the Cypher utility to try and hold down the side or give it up and then retake with the ult.
Absolutely. Looking to get onto that side immediately, and they do. So they've got the real estate secured, but they have to get that spike plant and then manage to fight off the hungry landlords.
Oh, Nightfall in early. They don't want no plant.
अरे भाई ये क्या है?
The retake, do they?
भाई एकदम alternative पे ऐसे आया वो.
Stop it because that spike indeed has gone down, but Jemkeen will find it. Tesseract though now has to do more.
अबे 4v2.
How do they do it? Managing to turn and burn, and they make it work. It's all left onto Raw Fuel now. The one bullet makes it clear as to where he is. He doesn't know what's happening. Everything running at him. 1, 2, hang on. He stuck it, has he? No?
Yeah.
Is he? Yeah. Okay. I was going to say.
It got defused, but you can just see all of the utility that was thrown at Raw Fuel there, right?
Abey yaar, no bro, no.
Sky Smoke as well. The understanding that if the close one disappears, he has to be a little bit further back for that peak, because either he's walking into an incendiary or he's in a smoke and can't really shoot.
And
it all really started from Crystal getting that peak early on, right? Then the plant's in. We know that Scarz are really not liking these retakes because that's where Orangutan are finding.
I think he should
really rapidly fast rounds. Get in, get the plant, get the denial of a retake. No chance.
सब अपना ज्ञान दे रहे guys. बैट ऐसे घुमाता तो 6 पड़ता. वही वाला सीख दे.
Series.
Crystal has just had so much impact throughout this map. He's done everything
Bro,
for the team.
यार.
Both teams rolling thunder as
चला
well.
जाए यार, हारे नहीं यार, please God.
Jemkeen, he has an idea that they are all coming up.
Please God, please.
Could absolutely be huge. Komodo, Jemkeen, there's one blast pack.
अरे नहीं यार, अरे नहीं यार.
Oh man, I feel like we're a serial repeater for this man, aren't we, Jemkeen? Continuing to show that Scarz is king. The Titan of Japan. He's an import. He's made his way to the MEA.
Jemkeen खुश हो गया थोड़ा सा.
He's the one who deserves again the power of Scarz.
He went silent for so many of those rounds as well, and you know, it's one of the things that we keep making a mention to for the likes of Scarz. If Crystal and Jemkeen are popping off, those two can carry these guys through. It feels like any team at the moment. They got the job done here again after his silence. He completely shuts it down. A 4K in that last round. Toroneko catching him in the middle of a Rolling Thunder. Scarz, they have played a phenomenal series today.
They definitely slowed down for a little bit, Komodo, right? But just the way that Orangutan were at least able to find their way back in for the short term, Scarz just continued to tear, continued to show how good, and exactly right. Claps for Orangutan. They were showing a valiant effort into that second map especially. Wish we saw a little bit more from them, of course, on Ascent, but it just wasn't quite there. It was again Scarz who really are showing their strengths here. The only team in this competition so far that sit at a 2-0 scoreline. And there they are, strong opponents in the rest of this group that have made it look so good so far.
I'll say 2-0 with 2 2-0s.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's a statistic right there.
And that's why they're looking pretty powerful at the moment. But remember, there is more teams in their bracket that they are going to have to, or their group rather, going to have to face up against that have looked pretty hot as well. So I'm very excited for that.
कोई नहीं guys, कोई नहीं.
Very, very well played from them across the board. You know, this game of Fracture, I was starting to sit there thinking, going, man, maybe we've got another stomp. Maybe it's going to be another 13-6, something along those lines where there's just not really much to work with, but so much of this utility usage that just caused such aggressive...
That is Scarz and Bleed. So now we have a match against Bonkers and Deepless. ठीक है.
अरे एक सेकंड, इसकी आवाज बंद.
हाँ ना बहुत.
देखो, we have one match ना, that is.
अरे ये बताओ कि अभी इनका और मैचेस होंगे ओजी के?
आज ही एक और मैच आई थिंक कल है शायद.
अरे है, but ठीक है तन्वी, but still when it comes to देखो, even though स्कोर टाई भी हो गया ना, इवन दो स्कोर सही भी हो गया तो बॉन्कर्स हैव
बे पिंगू इन लीग कोई और मैच है क्या ओजी के?
एक मिनट रुक, देखने दे।
बता बता।
कहाँ पे शेड्यूल? हाँ, शो शेड्यूल। आज ओजी ब्लीड तो हो गया डे 3 ना?
हाँ
नहीं यार, आज एक और तो नहीं है। फिर
नहीं,
डे
मतलब अभी इन फ्यूचर है 9 जुलाई से पहले कोई भी?
जुलाई 1 को है ना।
इसके अगेंस्ट
D+।
अच्छा, खतरनाक था भाई।
फिर उसके बाद बॉन्क्स के साथ जुलाई 3 है।
और इसमें जो जीतेगा फिर फाइनल्स होंगे?
वो नहीं पता मेरे को, वो ब्रैकेट देखना पड़ेगा कैसे।
बड़ी चीज है। आ जाओ तो नीचे आ जाओ।
ना भाई
भाई
टॉप 4 इवेंट पे क्वालिफाई होंगे ना, मेन इवेंट। तो मैं वही बता रही हूँ, ओरंगुटन के पास अभी भी चांस है अगर बॉन्कर्स और D+ ने फक अप कर दिया तो।
टॉप 4 नहीं, हर ग्रुप के टॉप 3 आगे जाएंगे।
टॉप 3 आगे
4
जाएंगे ना ना 3
अरे इधर
तो फिर हो गया ना।
ओ भाई अजीज ने। आओ गाइस वैलो खेलते हैं। लेट्स प्ले वैलोरेंट। वैलो 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 भाई आज आ गई है गाइस मेरे में रिवर वैंडल। बहुत दिल लगा के खेलूंगा अब मैं। लेट्स गो लेट्स गो लेट्स गो लेट्स गो लेट्स गो। अब 1 जुलाई को है मैच। रुको दिखाऊं तुम्हें शेड्यूल क्या है। अभी ये क्या हुआ, मेरा पीसी लटक गया। दहल ठीक है। अभी ये देखो शेड्यूल। अरे अबाउट शेड्यूल एंड इन्फो शेड्यूल। चैलेंजर एसेशन पैसिफिक। ओके ट्यूसडे 30। भाई कहाँ का देख रहा हूँ मैं? यही तो है चैलेंजर एसेंशन पैसिफिक। ओके 1 जुलाई को है अब सीधा। D+ के साथ है। अबे स्क्रीन ही नहीं दिखा रहा मैं भैया। प्रो स्किल्स दिखाओ। अब दिखाता हूँ भाई। D+ उसके बाद कब है? उसके बाद 3 को है। क्वार्टर फाइनल्स अबे क्वार्टर फाइनल्स सेमीफाइनल्स फाइनल्स। नॉकआउट्स क्या है? 1 जुलाई को तो कुशल नेट चला गया था। अरे आ गया, बढ़िया है भाई। लेट्स गो गाइस। भाई आज 1 जुलाई है। अबे आज 1 जुलाई का 30 जुलाई है। कल 31 है। आज एक थोड़ी ना है। ऋषि भाई कौन सा कैलेंडर देख रहे हो? कौन सा कैलेंडर देख रहे हो ऋषि भाई? लेट्स गो। डेथ मैच स्टार्ट करते भाई। यम्मी जस्टिन बीबर। अबे यार मेरा खाना पड़ा हुआ, लेकिन मैं खाऊंगा तो मेरे हाथ में ही तेल लग जाएगा, तो मैं खाऊंगा नहीं, तो पड़े रहने दो और थोड़ी देर बाद खाऊंगा। गरम मैच फाउंड। अरे भैया माई बैड। अबे हाँ बे आज 30 है। हक दोगे? अबे हकूंगा नहीं। बताओ कितने किल निकालूं? बताओ बलबीर ऋषि भाई कितने किल निकालूं? ऋषि तुम्हारा रियल नेम क्या है? अनस भाई 1 जुलाई को अब करूंगा सीधे। ओजी की जितने होंगे उसकी तो वॉच पार्टी डेफिनेटली करूंगा भैया। बुलडॉग से प्रैक्टिस। अरे यार स्नेह भाई तुम बुलडॉग के पीछे क्यों पड़ गए यार? बुलडॉग नहीं अच्छी लगती चलाने में। देखो रिवर आई है बे, मेरी वन ऑफ फेवरेट गन्स है भाई ये। आज रिवर आई है, खरीद ली मैंने भाई। यार देख रहे हो कैसे शॉट मिस करता हूं मैं गाइस। कब मैं एक अच्छा प्लेयर बनूंगा यार। अबे भागी कहाँ जा रहा है? आजा भाई, वार्म अप टाइम है। वार्म अप है, वार्म अप कर लिया जाए। करिश्मा, करिश्मा जी कोई करिश्मा करके दिखा। साला लेट जागा थोड़ा। Come on bro. अबे वो अंदर ही छुप गया है क्या? भाई ये क्या था? अबे रुको, मैं भाग भाग के मारे, इसमें रुकना क्या? बॉट आ रहे हैं अबे। बॉट नहीं है बंदे साथ। पहले मॉनिटर में घुस जा। वाह वाह वाह, क्या आवाज आती है यार इसमें। भाई रश ही कर ले। अबे हाँ बे रश कर। अरे व्हाट द हेक। कोई नहीं गाइस, पहला है यार, थोड़ा हदास हो गया। काले गेको। अरे 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 भाई क्या मार के जा रहे हैं? ऐसे ही चोक चोक करके मारो। अरे यार हल्का रहा कल का, हल्का रहा कल का इडियट। हल्का रहा कल का। अबे अबे यार ये शेरिफ वाले बंदे बड़े कलाकार लगते हैं यार। एक गोली मारते एकदम सटीक मत्थे पे। अबे मैंने शेरिफ तो कभी ट्राई नहीं करी है भाई अपनी लाइफ में, बहुत कमी चला। आओ शेरिफ चला। एक ये शेरिफ की मेरे पास इतनी लुंडी सी स्किन है। ये ना हो पाए यार, ये पॉसिबल नहीं लग रही गाइस। और फिर भी एक किल सिर्फ एक किल। अबे यार ये डिफिकल्ट है भाई, शेरिफ डिफिकल्ट है, लेजिट डिफिकल्ट है। अबे आओ नहीं होएगा। अबे ऐसे नहीं बोलते यार, नहीं होएगा, होएगा जरूर, करना पड़ेगा। ओके मुझे भी लग रहा है आज का मिशन है एक ही शेरिफ से मारना। What the hell? मार दिया बे। ये में ले रहे थे। भाई इसके लिए पता है क्रॉस से दूसरा लगाना पड़ेगा। रुको देखा, शेरिफ के लिए वो क्रॉस है सही नहीं। अरे माँ की आंख, चुप कर। बढ़िया मारा गाइस, बढ़िया मारा, मानो ना मानो। come on come on।
Anyone else? 3, 4.
मेरा एज क्यों नहीं होता है यार?
Lights out. Don't get it.
What the hell यार, मेरा एज हमेशा रह जाता है यार। अबे निकल ना भाई।
Ouch. Dead.
आ रहा है, इधर से आ रहा है।
You're done.
वो भाई मेरे को लगा मर गया, मैं पीक छोड़ दिया। यार ये शरीफ के मारने के चक्कर में नहीं मरा, पता है। अबे रुको, भी जीत सकते हैं अपन, जीतने का ट्राई करते हैं। अबे यार तू कहाँ ऊपर चिलगोजो की तरीके चढ़ गया भाई? मार दी यार, मुझे लगा मैं मार दूंगा। चलो चलो चलो, फास्ट फास्ट फास्ट। Come on, come on, come on, come on, bro. Oh! What the hell? It's out. Bro. वो एक का था।
Back off.
अबे यार मैं सुना नहीं इसका साउंड सही से। What the hell? ये क्या है? अभी इधर से साउंड आ रहा है। ब्रो क्या है? उधर से साउंड आया, कोई आया नहीं लेकिन। हाय हाय।
5 kills remaining.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Shut up.
1 kill remaining.
Oh! भाई कैसे उसको मिस कर दिया मैं? भाई पता ये होता है जब प्लेयर तुम्हारी तरफ नहीं देख रहा होता ना, तब और डिफिकल्ट पड़ता है मारना। 35 kills। कोई नहीं। Not bad, not bad। अच्छा मारा बे। योंडू से पेल दिया लोंडो को पकड़ के। अबे मेरा अभी तक खुला नहीं है बे रैंक। कॉम्पी खेला जाए। ब्रोंज दिख रहा है। दिल को तसल्ली देने के लिए तरक्की भी अच्छा है। अबे तो भाई 35 किल तो मारे हैं ना मैंने, कम थोड़ी ना होते हैं भाई 35 किल, बहुत होते हैं। आता हूँ। अबे यार मुझे खाना खाने का मन कर रहा है, बट मैं कैसे खाऊं? पच्चीस का बोला था भाई ने, 35 किए, ताली तो बनती है। सही बात है। अबे रुको बे फ्रेंजी
Match
चेंज। अबे यार फ्रेंजी अच्छी नहीं है यार। इससे अच्छा ब्लैक वाली पे खेल भाई। पल गोबर में
They have no idea how.
अबे यार जेट खेलना सीखना है यार। जेट खेलता ही नहीं मैं बिल्कुल। खा ले फिर, खाना है तो अभी नहीं खा सकता यार। खाली भाई तीन तो ड्यूलिस्ट हो गए अपने पास। स्मोक चाहिए रहेगा ब्रो, इफ पॉसिबल स्मोक ले लो यार।
नाइस स्मोक ब्रो।
ओमन ले लो ओमन। अबे भाई क्या है ये 5 ड्यूलिस्ट? भाई ये क्या है? सब किल्स के लिए खेलेंगे। 5 ड्यूलिस्ट है गाइस हमारी टीम में, देख रहे हो? 5 ड्यूलिस्ट, ज्यादा नहीं है, 5 ही है बस। तमाशा चल रहा है यहाँ पे। हाँ ना। चलो भाई देखते क्या होता है। लेट्स सी वी विन और लूज। गाइस कितने किल करूं इसमें बताओ? कॉम्पी है, कितने किल करूं? एक टारगेट दो उसको अचीव करने के लिए किल। बताओ पनौती लगाऊं मैं? क्यों अनस भाई, वैसे एम नहीं चलता, तुम पनौती लगा दोगे क्या चलेगा? कुछ बढ़िया बताओ, कुछ बताओ। स्टार्ट हो जा भाई। अबे सामने वाली रेनर ने तो बंडल लिया कहीं नया वाला। कोई नहीं, अपने पास रिवर वैंडल है, मारेंगे उसी को। यार करिश्मा ये कॉम्पिटिटिव है, इसमें 40 किल नहीं हो पाते, किसी के नहीं हो पाते। 40 किल।
Enemies in our way? Hope they like getting hit by lightning.
Need a drop. Salamat, thanks.
Salamat, thanks.
Here.
हेलो हेलो। बाय बाय। आओ गाइस।
Spike planted.
What the hell? रेंजी लेनी चाहिए थी गाइस मुझे भी। गुंगी टीम है, आधे गेम तो ऐसे ही गया हाथ से। वेरी ट्रू। अशोक ले दाव देखो ओवन का। अबे भाई कुछ कॉल सोल देके खेलो यार, ऐसे तो निपट जाएंगे।
No.
भाई ऐसे तो निपट जाएंगे अपन।
निपट जाएंगे। हाँ ठीक है भाई।
बताओ यार। निपट जान दे। निपट जान दे। ऐसे कैसे निपट जान दे बे? आओ बे किसी प्लेयर के पीछे पीछे चलो गाइस।
Breaks over.
किल चुराते हैं। भाइयों ए आ रहे हैं बहुत तेजी से। ए है
Spike planted.
Hey.
Enemy spotted A. See ya. Gun here. Ciao.
One gen. इधर एक.
Don't get up.
One enemy remaining.
Gun here.
8.
What the heck? भाई
डिफ्यूज करो ना भाई.
मैं क्या होगा ही रुको बे 0 किल है.
Spike's dead. You're welcome.
गाइस मिनी मैप देखना चाहिए भाई, पता है बहुत बेनिफिशियल होता है. अभी मैंने मिनी मैप देखा होता तो मैं मार देता.
Just begun.
देख ऑफ चला रही चलो.
Need a drop.
Gun here.
Hey. Hey. Hey.
Stop them, please. Thank you.
Hey.
क्या हे कर रहा है.
Spike down A.
आ जाओ.
मिड 8 आ रहा है.
There.
Spike A.
देख रहा हूँ गाइस मिनी मैप देख रहा हूँ.
One enemy remaining.
कहाँ स्पाइक का इनका.
Spike came in.
My ult's not ready. Still in sight. Last player standing. Cutting their vision. Thirty seconds left.
ब्रो होता है.
छी यार.
अबे भाई अबे ये क्या था भाई. छी यार.
Super easy to pick off.
यार गाइस इतना गंदा नहीं खेलता है मैं. वो कभी कभी हो जाता है. तू मिनी मैप नहीं देखता. नहीं आज देखा ना तभी तो यूरो पेल दिया था उसने. रहना के टाइम पे नहीं देखा. वे रेस साथ में रेस. मैं पुश करता हूँ.
Still in sight. My ult's ready.
Multiple enemies B. Enemy spotted B.
Okay, call me.
Enemy spotted B.
Who's next?
क्या है.
Last player
भाई
standing.
मैं क्यों ऐसा हो गया.
Enemy remaining.
बाइक ले गई. भाई मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ.
रोटेट कर रहा है. वो रोटेट कर रहा है.
आय हाय आय हाय आय हाय आय हाय आय हाय.
ए स्पॉन पे मिड टॉप भाई. मिड टॉप 8 पे. मैं हैक कर रहा हूँ 8 पे. मान लिंक
30 seconds
क्या
left.
क्या बता रहा है ये.
भाई ये प्लांट होगा भाई.
हेलो रक्षा.
ए आर्ट है 19 HP. नहीं हो रहा है. प्लांट हो रहा है.
10 seconds left. Spike planted.
हो रहा है प्लांट हो रहा है.
19 HP हो. 19 HP 8 पे 8. दिस डिफ्यूज कर रहे हैं. ओले
No.
इसको बोलते हैं कॉल आउट।
My ult's ready.
गाइस खेलना पड़ेगा भयंकर। रुको।
Stick with me, Neon. We'll run circles around them.
I need a drop. Go, go, go. Yoru, bye.
Thank you.
मत पूछ मेरे को कैसे पता है, बस पता है भाई मेरी गेम सेंस इतनी अच्छी है।
We win, we survive.
बस सेंस अच्छा है।
अभी देख चार लोग भी हैं, देख 4 लोग भी हैं, देख। और एक मेड है योरो मेड है देख।
Cutting their vision.
Multiple enemies B.
Feeling sight.
They will cover. Gecko 101.
74 ओमन। कैसे मर जाते हैं? 74 तो से मर जा रहे हैं। मेरे साथ ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है? I don't know, but I got job and the place is near Parsicle. क्या बात है? बहुत बढ़िया।
Here we go.
What type of job?
Last player standing.
यार ऐसा तो नहीं खेलता कहीं। इतना भैया तो मैं नहीं खेलता।
Enemy remaining. Spike down B.
मार इसकी बाहर का। मार कुत्ता भर दे बहुत बढ़िया।
Almost got me. Not.
Anyone have any splints? I may have jammed my fingers.
Bro. Neon by champion. Neon by champion. देना।
Gun here. Gun here.
मार।
I'm out of here.
आजा इनको शन दियो। फ्लैश देता हूँ।
ए पे आएंगे रहना, देख के खेला। ए पे आएंगे।
Feeling sight.
Enemy A.
योरो मेड है।
Cutting their vision.
भाई 80 लो। अभी ये क्या था?
तीनों स्पॉन है।
ये क्या था? ये क्यों था? ये कैसे था?
Back off.
थ्री वी वन और 2v1 है ओमन। योरो पुश मत करना, ठीक है
भाई? यार मेरे साथ ऐसा क्यों?
इधर ही है। हाँ इधर ही है।
One enemy remaining. Thirty seconds left.
गाइस कुछ करना पड़ेगा। कोई ना भाई, ट्राई किया ना।
The enemy only looks composed.
Here.
Their hearts tell a different story.
करो बंद, पंखा करो चालू, हैंड फैन लेके आओ माउस के ऊपर।
Need a drop.
ब्रो बाय ब्रदर बाय। योरू नियॉन कोई बाय दे दो भाई बाय।
Thank you.
मेड है। योरो देख के खेलना, मेड है 2 लोग। आठ है रेज 8 है।
Feeling sight.
Back up.
Last player standing.
ब्रो ये क्या है यार भाई? क्या है? कैसे नहीं मर रहा भाई? तू खाना खा ले इस मैच के बाद। अबे यार मेरे को भूख तो बहुत लग रही है। अबे भाई नहीं है भाई इसमें।
रेना तूने इंस्टा लॉक तो इतने अच्छे से किया था, क्या कर रहा है भाई?
अबे भाई कितने किल तेरे में से ज्यादा? तू भी तो इंस्टा लॉक किया था साले। 4 किल हैं तेरे भी।
नहीं तो मैं रेना नहीं हूँ ना।
बे तो क्या हुआ, जेट तो है। पट्टा है भाई, एकदम चूतियों वाली बातें कर रहा है।
योरू भी बाकी है।
कमा ए है।
अरे योरू अकेला है पर रे रुक।
भाई साइड एंट्री होगी।
Spike planted. Finished.
Enemy spotted A.
Feeling sight. One enemy remaining. Resource.
मेन पर है, मेन पर।
Fire in the hole!
अबे यहाँ क्या कर रहा है नियॉन?
Last player standing.
भाई क्या चूतिया टीममेट है मेरे। गांजा चाट के खेल रहे हैं।
I'm out of here.
कुशल यार ओली कब होगा? आज रात में करता हूँ,
Gotta go.
अभी जाऊंगा जिम, उसके बाद जाना हेयर कट कराने, क्योंकि मेरी आंखों से मैं अंधा हो रहा हूँ अब। भाई क्या टोपा आदमी है भाई ये, छी भाई।
I'll pick them apart.
बेफर्जी का
You
राउंड
clean up whatever
किसने गवाया है?
Need a drop. Need a drop.
योरू भाई, नियॉन भाई,
कुछ और मांग, स्पेक्टर या कुछ मांग देता हूँ।
अरे दे देना। मैं
स्पेक्टर मांग।
अरे नियॉन के पास है भाई पैसे। नियॉन दिला ना।
मैं नहीं देगा।
I'll show them. Lintik kayo.
अब तो बेटा, अब तो मैं भी नहीं दूंगा। जा।
अरे ना दे।
What's this?
Current division.
पट्टे हैं भाई।
भी हो रहा है गाइस।
ये किल लैग क्यों नहीं रहा तुम्हारा? पता नहीं है।
Gotta go.
योरू आया है यहाँ पे। योरू ए आया।
ए ओमेन को मत मारना।
अबे मेरे को योरू का साउंड तो आया ना।
साइड बी साइड। योरू योर गेम।
Spike planted.
And I'm out of here. Shocking.
Feeling sight. One enemy remaining.
भाई ये सेक्सी चल रही है। रुको बे, क्रॉसहेयर निकल रहा है।
You're up. Stay safe. We're going back in.
लेट्स गो। आज भाई का दिन खराब है। अबे 8 किल हैं यार मेरे। काय खराब है, सही है। वो 2-4 तो जो मिस हुए हैं भाई, बहुत बुरे। रेस बुक बॉट डालना है। ओमन हमारी साइड है गाइस।
मिड है गाइस, मिड सारे मिड।
Spike down mid.
ए प्लांट होगा रे ना, ए प्लांट होगा। अरे ड्रॉप मारना नहीं था।
Spike down A. One enemy remaining.
Reina poppin, Reina poppin, Reina poppin.
अरे एफ क्या रे रेना, मानना बात।
Charge and shoot. Easy enough.
आ रहा है गाइस, आ रहा है। भाई 20-20 गोलियां मार रहा है फिर भी बंदा नहीं मार रहा। अरे भाई प्रो, अरे तेरा भाई जॉर्ड भाई टॉप फ्रैगर। क्रॉसहेयर सही नहीं लगा था गाइस उस टाइम। बॉल डाली।
Embarrassing.
Here we go.
Cutting their vision. Spike down A. One enemy remaining.
भाई ये कैसे पॉसिबल है? पॉसिबल कैसे है?
8 पर है लास्ट 8।
ये कैसे पॉसिबल है ब्रो? उस नियॉन ने भी उसको डैमेज दिया, मैंने उस पे भी।
No point saving.
Gun here. I need a drop. Thanks. Here.
Are they
Gun
asleep?
here.
अब ऑफ कर रहे वहां किया।
Who's next?
2 मिनट है भाई, 2 मिनट है गाइस। एमेन चलिए, चलो भागो।
अच्छा हुआ मैं अंधा हूँ। अबे अंधे वाली बात नहीं है भाई, कुछ ग्लिच हुआ होगा।
Spike planted.
शिव जी।
Bomb buddy out.
यूरो होल्डिंग मिड।
Grenade.
साइड खाली है।
Enemy spotted A.
Come on, bro, peek.
Oh yeah! Monster on the loose!
रेना बचा।
Last player
रेना।
standing.
राइट। फ्लावर गया। खत्म, जीजी।
अच्छा मारा उसने। आरपी जाओ ना ब्रो, आरपी रात में। भाई सेक्सी शॉट्स मारे मैंने 2 ऑफ के सेक्सी शॉट।
Races to the spike sites.
साला अभी मेरे को बोल रहा है नूब रहना।
Gun here.
क्या हरामी लोग हैं भाई।
I'm out of here.
Here.
हम एक से
Go,
जाऊंगा।
go.
मूलायप शीघ्र मारे न मूलायप। रहना इज ओवर पावर इज ऐसा है मुझे लगता है, या तो मैं बहुत अच्छा खेलता हूँ शायद इसलिए मुझे ऐसा लगता है। मुझे नहीं लगता।
ए चलो गाइस, ए चलो, बी मत चलो, ए चलो, मानो, ए चलो।
No.
रेना यूरो मिड है। ए खाली घुस जाओ। यूरो है 8 पे।
भाई व्हाट द हेल यार, ये क्या है?
Spike planted.
क्या करूंगा लिख के भाई उनको मैं। भाई मेरे शॉट्स कनेक्ट क्यों नहीं होते, मेरे को तो यही नहीं समझ आता।
One enemy remaining.
Here.
Last player standing.
जी भाई
30 HP है।
For other people.
शेरिफ उठा।
How did every piece of
अच्छे
trash
13 किलो गए भाई।
same team?
ए चलो।
Don't let them get
रेना AFK है। रेना 1 मिनट है, देख के खेलना। सिटी से आएंगे, सिटी से आएंगे।
Stealing sight.
सिटी।
क्या? One enemy remaining.
What the hell भाई यार, what the hell bro?
नहीं लिंक।
जी भाई मैं I'm too bad. भाई मतलब यू
Clock ticking.
Need a drop.
No.
Raise भाई भाई क्या टीममेट आपने यार, बताओ पैसे सबके पास है, कोई बाई नहीं दे रहा। मैं देगा कोई बाई?
Let's flush them out.
3 लोगों के पैसे घर लेके
रेज
जाने।
ए में ए शॉटगन रेज यूरो ए में कर रेज
झाटू लोग हैं भाई।
और के सामने यही है, क्लोज यूरो पुश कर 1 2 3
Reloading.
Here.
रेना साइड पे
Time to jump.
बी चलो गाइस
Fake teleport.
Spike down A.
कर गया साले।
Cutting their vision.
I'll handle this.
एम तो लगा था भाई, बताओ किस भगवान में
दोनों ए
तो
पर
भाई
है,
शिव जी।
दोनों ए पर है, बीजा बी खा लिया
भाई मुझे तो ट्रैश प्लेयर का अवार्ड मिलेगा, इतना गंदा खेलता हूँ मैं।
Spike planted.
क्या हाल है ऋषि भाई?
सिटी से आएगा।
Careful here.
One enemy remaining.
मेरी बंदूक थी गाइस, इसलिए मार दिया। बस ऐसा ही सैचल करना चाहिए।
यही मैं
इसकी रेंज से चल जाती है, डीबीएस पे चल जाती है यार, मेरे को लगा जज भी चलती होगी।
Time to jump. Don't
जरूर
stop
अच्छा खेलता है।
fighting. You must keep going, even if you're the
अबे
only
रुको, मैं
gun.
फैंटम चलाता हूँ सबसे। आओ
Going C.
Need a drop.
Gun here.
I'm out of here.
इधर एक है।
Here we
Enemy
go.
spotted. B. Here. Reload.
Here.
Stealing sight.
My kotak.
Stealing sight. One enemy remaining.
भाई उसको वॉल बैंक दे दिस।
मिड लिंक है, लिंक जा देख के जाना।
भाई जल्दी खत्म करके गाना गा ले, कब से स्ट्रीम कर रहा है, हम देख लेंगे। अरे क्या बात है,
No.
वो बे किल उठाने थे यार, इस राउंड किल ही नहीं मिले। बॉटम फ्राई करना होगा।
Spikes here.
यूरो स्पाइक
Up.
I'm out of here.
My ult's not ready.
No prisoners.
Gotta go.
Need a drop.
दो ए पर हैं।
Enemy spotted A.
Cutting their vision. Stealing sight.
अबे क्या है ये?
Reloading. Enemy spotted A.
Last player
What the
standing.
hell?
यूरो पीछे है भाई, क्या कर रहा है?
Enemies nearby.
भाई यूरो हरामी टीपी मार के निकल गया। शीट भाई शीट।
Time to jump.
योरू इधर ही है, योरू इधर ही है, योरू। वन वी वन है, एक ही इधर योरू।
नाइस। अब इसमें आवाज कितनी बढ़िया फिनिशिंग टन टन टन। भाई यार मैं बहुत अच्छा खेला गई रैंडम के साथ, इसीलिए खेल नहीं सकते। अबे हाँ यार ट्राइगन लगते हैं जान के असल।
हाउला योरू।
Stay alive. I want their life, not yours.
Go, go, go!
अबे मैं तो मिड से जा।
Stay safe.
ओडन है योरू के बाद, देख के घुसना है।
Reloading.
Careful here. Decoy.
Watch out!
इसी नाम की तो बारी ली है क्या?
Watch out!
आठ मत जाओ, आठ मत जाओ।
The hunt begins.
Who's next?
I have the spike.
Going B.
बी चलो, बी चलो, बी चलो।
Stay down. My ult's ready.
योरू है बी पे, योरू है बी पे। ये दोनों मिड लिंक, मिड लिंक, मिड लिंक। रेना तेरे के लिए।
One enemy remaining.
लेफ्ट में सीधे सामने, सामने दे।
सामने लेफ्ट में। हेलो मुन्ना भैया क्या हाल है?
Match point.
Let's end this.
भाई अबे आयन पता है, आयन ऑपरेटर बहुत सेक्सी चलती है। तो ये बहुत है क्विक लगता है, मतलब देखने में होता नहीं है बट लगता है बहुत। बुलडॉग एक बार ले लो। अबे यार तुम्हें बुलडॉग से क्या प्यार है दोस्त।
रेना दो लोग है बी पे, देख के खेलना।
Come on bro, peek.
रेना अरे
Our spike's down. Spike down mid.
आजा आजा साथ में।
One enemy remaining. Still in sight.
Nice one.
Attackers win.
GG लॉन्डो। 17 किल बेले। हाँ बधाई दे रहा हूँ। न्यू बूम में समझना मेरे को। जोकर एक ही कौन है? SPR बेलाटोर तो इसको बुलाओ। NS भी खेल रहा है। गाइस मैं सोच रहा हूँ स्ट्रीम बंद करूं और रात में आऊं। क्या कहते हो कि एक गेम और खेल? हाँ ये करता हूँ गाइस, अभी स्ट्रीम बंद करता हूँ, रात में आते हैं ओनली अब खेलना, ठीक है? अभी निकलता हूँ। चलो गाइस, इट्स टाइम टू से बाय बाय, गुड बाय, गुड बाय, गुड बाय। ओके गाइस, अबे लाइक कर दो भाई, लाइक कर दो यार गाइस, लाइक करो यार, फटाफट से लाइक करो। क्या कर रहे हो तुम लोग, क्या कर रहे हो यार? लाइक करें यार फटाफट से। चलो गाइस, आज की स्ट्रीम यहीं तक की थी। थैंक यू सो मच फॉर वाचिंग, लव यू, टाटा एंड बाय बाय, हैव अ ग्रेट नाइट। अब सोयो ना रहा भाई, बाय बाय।